Hello, welcome Yum Yums. How y'all doing on this cat day Wednesday? I don't know. We never came up with a cat version for Wednesday. Also, Leoka, what the heck? What the? I should have known. All right. Well, now that I've been welcomed with cheese, I would like to welcome all of you, Painless Ender, Leoka. Well, y'all, hope y'all are having a good one. Anyone else out there lurking? Yeah, gonna be going over the Game Awards nominees because this is something that I love. I love watching every single year and paying very close attention to. And I figured it'd be a fun little stream to check out what's been nominated, and also to make my predictions. Yeah, I wanna see how many I can get correct on the big day when they finally announce. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I got the website up and running, and even a little video that's going over them. And yeah, just gonna be a chill short stream chatting about video games and who we think is gonna be the winners. So yeah, let's get on into it, shall we? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so I've kind of technically already seen most of the nominations, but this will be a chance for me to like really just take a closer look and yeah, just kind of chit chat about them. I don't really do too many of these streams because I'm not really that great at like just talking about random stuff. But this is a good topic. That'll definitely get me chatting. So where is it? Um, yeah. The Game Awards. Do y'all watch last year's Game Awards? That was a lot of fun. That was my first time streaming like a big event. I was kind of sad that Wukong didn't win a Game of the Year, but I guess Astrobot was kind of a kind of a big deal too. Like it seems like from what I heard, it seemed like a game that they did a really good job with. So chat pretty well when you have a topic to talk about. Do I? I mean, okay, maybe sometimes, maybe I just get lucky, or whatnot. I, but yeah, just gotta find the right topic is all. But here's the video for the nominations at least. So let's get on into that with our one and only Jeff Keighley.
Hello, everybody. It's Jeff
It's
Keighley.
the
And the Game
man.
Awards season is officially here, leading up to our live show streaming everywhere on Thursday, December 11th. Welcome to our 2025.
I already got
Global
that locked into my
Nomination Announcement Special.
calendar.
Every year, we come together as a community to celebrate.
Rose!
It's
What the-
time to drink water.
No,
And of course, also get a look at what's next. from
Rose,
our industry's
sit down.
most talented
The show's
creators.
starting. Just-
This year, there have been so many
Also, how you doing?
incredible games created and updated, but only a handful have the honor of being selected as nominees for the Game Awards by our
Oh, no,
jury.
not drinking
Who's
cheese.
in the running?
No.
Well, you're about to find out as we reveal this year's nominees across all the categories, and you can help select the winners by voting at thegameawards.com. All right, should we do it? Here's the first category.
First
Best performance,
category.
The nominees are Ben Starr for Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
So, like, voice
Charlie
actors.
Cox for Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Erika Ishii.
I don't really
for
pay
Ghost
too
Yote.
close attention
For
to
English for Claire
voice
Obscure
actors,
Expedition 33.
but holy,
Will
was
Not
that
So Comfortable
3
for Silent Hill F.
expedition
And
choices?
Troy Baker for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
See, I recognize Troy
For
Baker
Best
from
Ongoing
anime.
Game, the nominees are Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers 2,
Helldivers.
Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky. For Best
I
Mobile
still need to
Game,
play
the
that.
nominees are Destiny Rising, Persona 5 The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble,
Oh.
Uma Masume, Pretty Derby,
Oh, I know that one.
Wuthering Waves.
I know a few of
This year's
those.
nominees for Best Art
Mayor's been
Direction
playing the
are
Sonic one
Claire
a lot.
Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight
Oh
Silksong.
my god, these are
Best score in
literally
music, leveled
all
up
good
by
choices.
Spotify. The nominees are Christopher Larkin for Hollow Knight Silksong, Darren Korb for Hades 2, Lorian Testar for Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Toma Otoa for Ghost of Yote,
Oh my
and
goodness.
Woodkid and Ludwig Forsell for Death Stranding 2 on the
Literally
Beach.
the
Best
same
audio
list from the
design
last
nominees are
category.
Battlefield 6, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, Ghost of Yote, and Silent Hill F. Best
F.
adaptation was added to the Game Awards in 2022.
Don't
to
like
recognize
how
an
Troy
outstanding
Baker's been
show,
put
movie,
everywhere,
or
but when the
other
director
creative
can't tell the
work
difference between your
inspired
performance
by and based
and
on an
archive clips of
established
Harrison
video
Ford,
game
your
work.
performance is
Here are
good.
this year's nominees for Best
Yeah,
Animation.
yeah, that's true.
A Minecraft
I've heard
movie,
some of the, I've seen
Devil
some of
May
the scenes
Cry,
from that game.
Splinter Cell Death Watch, The Last of Us Season 2,
I saw that.
and Until Dawn.
And I saw
For
that.
Best Narrative,
I haven't seen the
outstanding
Devil May
nominees
Cry
are
series yet, but I
Clair
kind of wanna.
Obscur Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F.
Yeah.
Best community support
up,
celebrates game
Onyx? Welcome on in,
developers
buddy.
who continually and transparently engage, support, and respond to their players. This year's nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite.
I mean, it's gotta be
Helldivers
Baldur's
2,
Gate. Oh wait,
and
oh,
No Man's
Helldivers.
Sky.
Or
Other
No Man.
nominees
Oh,
for
No
Games
Man's
for
Sky.
Impact are
Yeah, because they give so much
Consume,
free stuff.
Despelothe, Lost Records, Bloom and Rage, South of Midnight, and Wonderstop.
I only know
In
South
the
of Midnight.
category of Best
Oh, and I think I've
Multiplayer,
seen
the
Wonderstop
nominees
too.
are Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction. Best
Interesting.
independent game celebrates games with a high degree of risk tolerance, produced outside the traditional publisher system. Those nominees are Absolem, Ball Pit, Blue
Oh, I
Prince,
want to play Ball
Clair
Pit so
Obscur
bad.
Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong.
And I'll get around to
Best
a couple of
debut
those
indie
others
game recognizes
at some
a
point.
development team that hasn't won a game award before. In fact, these teams published their first game this year. The nominees are Blueprints, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Despelothe, Dispatch, and
Oh yeah, a lot of people love in Dispatch and
Best VR
Megabonk.
AR game
Oh yeah, but there's
nominees
something
are
about that. We'll get into that
Guerrilla
later.
Incursion,
Oh
Arcade
man,
8,
it's
Ghost
crazy.
Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR, and The Midnight Walk. For content
Never heard of
Creator
any
the
of 'em.
Year, the nominees are Pedro, Kai Sanat, Moist Critical, Sakura Miko, and The Burnt Peanuts.
I know two of those.
Part of the Game Awards is looking
Just
forward
because
to
they're all
what's
over
next.
social media.
Don't worry, we'll have lots of games.
You
to
think
announce
Dispatch
on
winning?
December
You think?
11th.
Oh, interesting.
What's the
All right.
most
Yeah, no, we'll
anticipated
definitely
upcoming
jump
game?
right into all
Nominees
this,
based on
get into the
currently
nitty gritty
announced
of it all.
007 First Light.
This is just like a little
Theft Auto
intro.
6, Marvel's
Oh,
Wolverine,
GTA 6,
Resident
obviously.
Evil Requiem, and
100%.
The Witcher 4.
Oh, but
Best
that Witcher
action
4
adventure game nominees
tech
are
demo looked so
Death
fucking good.
Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hollow Knight Silksong, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Split Fiction. For Best Role-Playing Game, the jury selected Avowed, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, and The Outer Worlds 2. In the category
I
of Best
don't think
Fighting
I've played
Game,
any of those, and I don't think I really want to.
2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection
Oh
2,
gosh,
Fatal Fury
definitely don't know
Civil
this
War,
category.
Mortal Kombat Legacy
I mean,
Collection,
I know
and
some
Virtua
of those
Fighter 5
IPs,
Revo World Stage.
but I don't play
Nominees for
fighting
Best
games.
Action game are Battlefield 6, Doom: The Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi: Art of Vengeance. Innovation and accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry available and enjoyable to more people. The nominees for innovation and accessibility are Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom: The Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight.
I wonder what the
Next up,
reason,
Best
like,
Family
what kind of
Nominees
specific
are
things they
Donkey
implemented
Kong Bonanza,
for that category.
Lego Party, Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Crosswords.
Well, it's gotta be Mario
and
Kart, right?
Split Fiction. The Best Sim Strategy Game nominees are The Alters, Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles, Jurassic World Evolution 3, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, and 2 Point Museum.
I don't know a lot of those. I don't play a lot of RTS games.
EA Sports FC 26.
Oh, this one's
F1 25.
okay.
Mario Kart 1,
Never mind. This is my least
Sonic Racing Cross.
like I know fighting more than those, though. Of course, I know like Mario Kart.
Starting with Best Esports Game. The nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, Mobile Legends, Bang Bang.
I mean, it's got to be Counter-Strike. It's always been Counter-Strike because Counter-Strike's just been around forever.
Brock, Chovy, Forsaken,
Okay,
Kakaroo,
another category I'm just like I do not follow at all.
Best Esports Team, our special esports committee nominated these teams: Gen G, League of Legends, NRG, Valorant.
I mean, it's good that they have categories for this sort of stuff, but yeah, it's definitely not something I follow along with. So I'm just gonna be guessing completely randomly for these categories.
Almost done, but there are still
Just
two
blind
very
guess.
categories to go. First, best game
All I
direction,
play is
recognizes
racing games? What?
outstanding creative vision and innovation in game
I
direction
should
and
play a
design.
racing game though.
The nominees
I know there is
are
one that I really want to play.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Split Fiction.
Oh, Split
Now it's the
Fiction.
big one.
Interesting.
GOTY, Game of the Year.
GOTY.
recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience to players across all creative and technical fields.
Just basically
This year's
nuke people's
awards
walls
are
by
global
destroying the
TGA
value.
jury
Oh
has
yeah, I
selected
heard
the
about
following
that.
6
I don't
games
really
as the
fully
nominees
get it,
for
but
Game
it
of
sounded
the
really
Year.
bad.
Flare Obscure Expedition 33 from Sandfall Interactive. Death Stranding 2 On the Beach from Kojima Productions. Donkey Kong Bonanza from Nintendo.
I don't know about that one,
Hades
Chief.
2 from Supergiant Games. Hollow Knight Silk Song from Team Cherry.
It's going to be.
Kingdom Come
I'll just say right
Deliverance
now, it's going to be Claire Obscura, Claire Obscura, 100%. And if Claire Obscura doesn't win, the internet's going to riot.
And now that those are official, you can anticipate Lauren Balfe and the Game Awards Orchestra playing their themes as part of our musical salute to the
You think it's gonna be
nominees
Silk
live
Song?
on December
Bet.
11th. But
100%
before that,
bet.
We need your help to decide which nominees become the winners. Make sure to head to thegameawards.com to cast your ballot. And new this year, download
I will.
the vote cards so you can share your pick.
Right meow.
Best
Oh, oops.
debut
I
indie
totally. Oh
recognizes
my
the
goodness.
development team
I
that
pressed a
hasn't
button.
won a Game Award. Winners in all categories will be revealed live during TGA when it streams globally on Thursday, December.
You
11th,
wanted to be
starting
33, but it's
opening
gonna be
at
Silk Song? Well, then,
4:30
Ninetales,
Pacific, 7:30
you'll be happy to know you're gonna get your
12:30
wish, buddy.
GMT.
It's absolutely going to be Claire Obscura.
And live across every major video and social platform out there. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you live on Thursday, December 11th to celebrate the best and see what's next in video games.
Oh, you will. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. I'm so freaking excited. And also, like, the game reveals. Oh, guys, what kind of game reveals are we gonna get? Are we gonna finally get Bloodborne on PC? Huh? Who knows? It's gonna be good. So there's that little video there. Now we got the actual dun 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 dun, the nominees. So I got all the categories here. Now I'm wondering, can I? Let's see, what's the voting look like? Sign in to vote. Oh shoot, I have to do it like a sign in for this. Oh, okay. Well, I don't feel like doing that. So let's just go back to the categories. Okay, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? I think, let's see. Oh, turn that down a smidge. There we go. I guess we'll start from the bottom and work our way up to the game of the year. So, starting with best sports team. I have no idea because I don't know any of these. But let's see, so like Counter-Strike 2, Mobile Legends, Dota 2, Valorant, League of Legends. I mean, at least they're all different games. But I mean, I think I'll just go with Counter-Strike 2. That seems like a safe bet. Though, I mean, Gen G here in the pictures, they kind of got a bit of aura going on. It's a kind of a sick photo. But NRG's color scheme is like orange and black. It's kind of close to red and black. So, it's a tough choice. But let's see, how are we gonna do this? Let's see, I should do like, should I do this in Paint or should I do this in a Word doc? So I want to actually like track all this, right? Oh, I know. Let's see. This is probably something I should have gotten set up like before all this. Let's copy this. Then open up here. Paste that. Okay. All right. I think this will work. I'm going to try something a little different. Let's see. Select this. Do that. Okay, let's see how this will look. All right, so I'm just doing my display capture now. And then I got myself same what's it? No cheese. This is the no cheese chatting event. No. Silksong had literally following for 8 years. 33 is a French turn-based RPG that only those who are willing to spend time into it will truly see how beautiful it is. Silksong wins by mass rapid fever. Will sweep. I bet 5 gift subs when I can afford it. Ooh, all right. Yeah, no, I'll take that bet. But oh, you know what else I could look up? Hold up. Something else that would be really interesting to find. I need to get that. Let's see. I think we could look at numbers. We can compare numbers. So like Hollow Knight Silksong. Okay. Whoops. Where is... So, looks like Silksong has had an all-time peak at 587,000. And then if we look up, what was it? Flare Skira, 145,000. But that doesn't always necessarily mean anything, because like you see a lot of games, like the games for Impact and even some of the indie games have had pretty small numbers as well. So that's not necessarily the all-time factor for who's gonna be winning. But I still think it's gonna be Claire Obscura. But you know what? We'll get into that later, because that'll be like a game of the year discussion. But don't worry, it'll make sense. But yeah, okay. So I got this up on Paint, and what I think I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do this. Where is? No, not that one. Okay. No, I'm gonna do like this. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with Team Vitality, just a random guess. I know nothing about this sort of stuff. We'll just copy. Pasta, best esports team. Oh, I should put these on different layers. Oh, and actually, I should include the names as well. Just a picture is not gonna cut it. There we go. There we go. This is a pretty simple way of doing it. So we got best esports team Vitality. That's my random guess, blind guess. I know nothing about that sort of stuff. On to, whoops. There we go. Oh, is it gonna go back to this page every single time? That's kind of annoying. What if I just... There we go. Best esports athletes. All right, guys, pick your random guess. Who the heck do you think it's gonna be? I, again, I might just go with like this dude because it's Counter Strike. But let's see, couple of Street Fighters, League of Legends, Valorant. Yeah, these are games you'll never see me play. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing to you guys, but yeah, no, that is not my kind of scene. I refuse to drink water. What do you mean? I took a sippy last time. Or was there another redeem and I just missed it? Though I probably should anyways. This is going to be a lot more talking. Honestly, no idea. This year I haven't heard much about players yet. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely not in my something I hear about in my social media circles. So like blind guess. You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Counter-Strike dude again. I don't know. The Zhu Matthew Herbout or something. Yeah, there we go. Let's go with this. Let's go with this dude. That's my choice. Now, best esports game. Games I'll never play, games I've never watched. I mean, I've seen them be played, but like I've never actively just sat in like a stream watching these or somebody playing them. Just kind of like okay. I'll be fair. I did play Counter-Strike back in like my high school days. I think in like grade 9 or 10 or something like that. Across the street, they opened up an internet cafe, which that was like the best spot to put an internet cafe, literally right across the street from a high school, because it was always full, even during school hours. And I will admit, I was one of those chumps who skipped class and just hung out in the internet cafe. And there was a time where I was just playing Counter Strike, but that was like, yeah, that was like a long time ago. Oh man, what was the map that everyone loved to play where it was literally just like it was ice and there was just like it was like a cross and a square. Like the level was simplistic as heck. All the guns were already laid out on the floor and like
what's this?
what the
Hi,
Luca.
Cat.
Oh right. Hi Luca, how you doing? Thank you so much for the resub for 14 months. Oh my goodness. You know, I think you got the longest lasting sub going on, buddy. Well, how you doing? I hope you're having a good Wednesday. I think you said you're working tonight though, so yeah, hopefully that goes well for you. Welcome. We're just talking about the Game Awards. I'm making my predictions, talking about all the different games and options. Of course, we're starting with the most boring categories first. Got to save the best for last, obviously. So it's going to be between CS, Dota, LoL. There's nothing close to competition in terms of player count, viewership, and prize pool. I know these games are just well, okay. Like, if you think about it, there was a time when there wasn't Valorant. So like I think out of all of these, if I'm not mistaken, either Valorant or Mobile Legends Bang Bang are the newest games in this selection. So who knows? There could always be one that just like comes out of nowhere and takes... Actually, wait. Hold up. I'm kind of surprised Marvel's Rivals isn't on here. Or did they not make a... Oh, you know what? It's probably because they didn't make an esports league for Marvel's Rivals. Yet. I would almost be certain that Marvel's Rivals will be in this category for next year. Because that game is still going pretty strong. And is also, let's be honest, it's a pretty impressive game. They did a really good job with it. I've seen a lot of people play it. The character design is peak. And I'm like, if I were into those kind of games, that is probably the one I would be playing. Rivals fell off hard? Did they? Oh wait, hold up. All right, let's investigate this. Marvel's Rivals. Let's see. All-time peak 644, 112 right now. I mean, the downward slope is always pretty common for a lot of games, but still maintaining 112 is not terrible. It's not that bad, I don't think. Our rivals is Overwatch, but well balanced. Did fall, but not as much as Overwatch. Yeah, what is... Well, wait. Is it Overwatch or Overwatch 2? Over that everyone's playing. Is it... Like, Overwatch 2, I thought that one was the one everyone hated. Like, the peak didn't even break 100k. So, like, that's not very great. So I guess just what, like, the first Overwatch? Oh, franchise Overwatch. What about... Wait, where's the first Overwatch? Overwatch 1 became Overwatch... Oh! Oh, okay, well then. Then yeah, Overwatch 2 ain't doing so hot. Oof. But yeah, let's see. I think out of these, it's still gonna be Counter-Strike in my opinion. I think Counter-Strike will forever and always be the big popular one. But Leoka, calm your cheese throwing. Chill. You got head out on X? Okay, you have yourself a good rest of the day. Thanks for popping by and saying hello and hanging out for a little bit. Leoka, I know you were playing Counter-Strike last night actually, right? Do you play any of these other ones, or is it just Counter-Strike off of this list? Oh yeah, that's right. I was talking about, like, I used to play Counter-Strike. Yeah, so like when there was only like 4 or 5 really popular maps. And like this one player-made map, it was really basic. You had all the weapons laid on the ground. It was icy themed, and it was like there was a path to your left, right, and center. It was basically like a cross section, but with a path that go around as well. It was just a square. It was so basic and so simple, but like it was the most played map back when I was playing. Like everyone would vote to play it, and it's like it was kind of boring. It's really boring. I can't even remember if I was any good or not. I mean, I guess considering I was playing it, I probably wasn't terrible at it. You haven't played last night, you haven't played for about a year at the moment? Wait, which one? Which one haven't you played? Dust 2? Wait, Dust 2. You're double AK at one point? Wait, double AK? You can't dual wield guns in Counter-Strike, can you? No, you can't do that. What do you mean by double AK, Luca? Never. Ice World! FY Ice World, that's the one. Oh, Dust 2. Oh, the Dust 2 map. Oh, yeah. That's right, yes, Dust. Okay, yes, that was also a really popular map, but I think that was one of the, like, the default maps, if I remember correctly. I don't think that one was player made. Yeah, but yeah, Ice World was like everyone wanted to play Ice World, and it got so boring because it was such a basic stage. Anyways, I'm gonna cast my vote for Counter-Strike 2 for best esports game. All right, next content creator of the year. Like I said, I only really recognize 2 of these. I recognize Kaisenet and Moist Critical. I've seen some of his videos, and Kaisenet, it's honestly impossible not to know who this guy is if you watch any form of streaming, I think. Like, he's just freaking massive. The kind of things he's done with his streaming is absolutely bonkers. The amount of money he's got is absolutely bonkers. Yeah, a lot of those 1%er streamers are absolutely bonkers. I've only seen like a clip or 2 of the Burnt Peanut. I don't know, he seems kind of fun, but I don't know. Sakura Miko, I mean, it's so hard to keep track of all the VTubers, all the anime VTubers. There's like there's like a new there's like 10 new anime VTubers every day. It's kind of insane how much they're growing. So like I've never heard of this one. But it is a cute character though. I do like the color scheme. And Pedro, is that how you pronounce that? I've never seen the dude in my life, so I have no idea who this is. He looks like he's a bit more of a competitive gamer, just like based on this photo. Um, but let's see. I mean, I think yeah, I'd have to go with Kaisenet just because he seems like the biggest one, right? Kaisenet will win, yeah. Because like the one of the things I saw, like I've seen him do like a Minecraft thing where like he was literally in like a room decked out in Minecraft. Oh, his Elden Ring stream where he would not stop. Oh, what was it? I think it was he wouldn't stop. He would keep playing until he beat the game. So it was literally like a a marathon stream where he just kept going till the end until he beat the game. And like he decked out his entire room to be Elden Ring themed. I think he was like also dressed up in a costume. He had like the 1-to-1 size Millennia statue in like the background that they gifted him. Like, oh my god. Absolutely insane. Um I remember he even had a what was it, like a psychologist or something. He had her over and talked with her um about the troubles he was having dealing with some of the bosses and like how it was like affecting his mental state. Like that was actually kind of funny. And then one other really crazy thing I remember watching him play is that Chained Together game. I still really want to play that game with some friends. But yeah, he had himself chained. Like he was playing the game upstairs, and his other friend, another big streamer, was playing it downstairs, and they were actually physically chained together, and they would literally pull and tug each other like away from their computer, and like as they were like getting pissed off at each other, you know, blaming each other for making mistakes and falling all the way back down to the bottom. Like it was really ridiculous. It was so silly. I thought that was actually a brilliant idea. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it to Kaisenet. But good luck to all the others. I'm sure some of them are just as entertaining, but Kaisenet definitely has the money to throw around to, you know, be able to do crazier and wackier things. It's kind of like what's the term? Where it's like you become popular, you make money, and the more money you make, the more you can do with your stream. The more you can do with your stream, the more popular you get. The more popular you get, the more money you make. And it's like just like a never-ending cycle, right? It's like you can't lose at that point. Once you get into that cycle, it's like you've kind of won at life. The only crazy thing is you gotta keep coming up with new content ideas that'll be better and bigger and crazier than all the previous ones. So I mean, hate him or love him, like you gotta think like that's pretty impressive to be able to come up with all those crazy content ideas that he does constantly over and over. Anyways, all right, next topic is, I can't even see it because this is covering most anticipated game. All right, I think we all know what this one is going to be, chat. Like, easy choice. Like, okay, Marvel's Wolverine. Let's talk about the others. Marvel's Wolverine. I saw like that trailer and that like introduction video that, you know, showed the developers talking about it and whatnot. It looks like a pretty neat game. It's heckin' violent, which I love. I'm glad they're not holding back on the violence in it. because he's a violent character. His ability is very violent, and like, yeah, no, let's have some fun violence in it. It's great. And then Resident Evil Requiem. I mean, everyone loves the Resident Evil series. I've even played one or two of them. I think it was the third or the fourth one. I keep getting those two mixed up because whichever one had the over the shoulder for the first time, third person action shooter. That's the one I played, and I actually kind of enjoyed it, but not enough to want to play the rest of the Resident Evil games. Um, Now I know like when that was when was the trailer revealed? Was it one of the Sony showcases or was it the Game Awards? It was one or the other. But yeah, when that showcase, I guess people were really heckin' hyped. So that was really cool. Now The Witcher 4, I could not play the Witcher game, Witcher 3. I tried playing Witcher 3. Like I wanted to like The Witcher 3, but the combat just felt so clunky and it was really really annoying to play with. Like I just was not having fun with the combat, and in an action RPG like that, combat means everything. If I'm not having fun with the combat, then I cannot enjoy the game to its fullest. So I basically just kind of gave up on that. Um, but like the tech demo they showed for Witcher 4, the kind of technology they have backing it, and like the graphics, the detail, especially in like their NPCs, that is insane. Absolutely insane. I highly recommend, if you haven't already seen it, go up on YouTube, look up the Witcher 4 tech demo, watch that. It is crazy stuff. And it looks really cool. And you know what? I will absolutely try Witcher 4. I'll give it another shot just because of how impressive it is. But again, if the combat feels still just as slow and clunky and awkward, I I I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. So fingers crossed that they improve upon the combat, especially. 007.
It's time to drink water.
Oh, thank you, Ender. Dude, my mouth is getting dry so fast from all this chit chat. Ugh. Much better, much better. 007, I've not heard really anyone talk about this. Like, I don't really know anyone who wants this game to begin with. Like, yeah, 007 is a beloved IP, mostly more for the movies, though, I think. I never really, like, the only time I ever hear people talk about 007 is the N64 GoldenEye. That is literally the only time I've ever heard anyone talk about 007 games in a positive light, or at all, really. So, honestly, I really don't know who wants this. I've seen the videos, I've seen the trailers. Like it's just like it looks like your run of the mill spy game. Like it looks more basic than who's the bald dude? Hitman. It looks more basic and boring than the Hitman games. So, and the Hitman is really popular when it comes to like the spy, espionage, sneaky type games. I've seen a lot of people play the Hitman games, especially the newest one. But yeah, so I guess yeah, it's gonna be Grand Theft Auto, 100%. We like, we all want that game. I really want that game, though I still really need to play Grand Theft Auto 5 first. Hitman boring? No, I didn't say Hitman was boring because a lot of people play. I've even played one of the earlier Hitman games and I did enjoy it, but as my game choices have changed and I'm become a little more pickier, I don't think now I would ever play any of the Hitman games. But I have watched friends play Hitman game and enjoyed watching it. Um, so yeah, I will I not my kind of game, but I just know like they're just way more popular than like a double O game, for example. You got GTA 5 free for a few times. I mean, how many versions of GTA 5 out there are there now? Because that is like, what, a 14-year-old, 15-year-old game, something like that. Something insanely insane like that. Yeah, I played an hour of GTA 5 and then I got distracted and sidetracked as I do with games, or at least as I used to do with games back in the day. But streaming has really helped me like lock in on completing games, playing them to the end, which was one of the many reasons why I started streaming. And so you bet your butts when I start GTA 5, I'm gonna beat it. I'm gonna beat it when I stream that. I'm gonna probably try and do it a couple months before the release of GTA 6 because I know it's going to take a long time to get through the game. I mean, it's a massive game, and obviously it's being an open world, it's full of distractions, like... But yeah, GTA 6, gonna be most anticipated game of the year. Or is. Alright, next up is Best Adaptation. So I guess it's like movies, TV shows based on video games. Yes, yeah, that's the one. 3 or 4, they're all the same, but perks for the online play. Oh, true, that's right, yes. They did add a bunch of online play for the Hitman games. I remember seeing that sort of stuff. Well, hello. Thank you. Welcome. How you doing? Just talking about the Game Awards stuff. We're into Best Adaptation. So, let's see. I've seen Last of Us. I did enjoy it. I never played the video games. I seen the Until Dawn movie. I never played the game, but I watched Markiplier play through the whole thing. That was actually an entertaining video, and that's one of the few Markiplier videos that I've actually watched. Like, I love Markiplier, don't get me wrong, but I don't watch a lot of YouTube in general. I can't even remember why I just decided to watch and play Until Dawn. I think I was more curious about the game and thought, oh, I really like Markiplier, so you know what, I think I'll just watch him play it. Or maybe a friend recommended it to me. It might have been that too. But you know what? I liked the movie. I did like the movie. At first I thought it was going to be based on the video game, but it's actually a prequel. So like it happens before the game because at the very end of the spoilers, by the way, spoiler alert. At the end of the movie Up Until Dawn, there's an end credits scene where it basically shows images of like the house in the video game, and even there's one scene in the middle of the movie where they open like portfolios of victims, or rather like test subjects or something like that. You see characters that are in the video game, so that was like their little connector. But this is like, as far as I know, it's just a standalone, or not standalone, but like, you know, like it wasn't based on any other Until Dawn video games. I think there's only been the one, but it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. As a horror fan, I actually enjoyed it. There was actually some really cool physical, practical effects in this movie, which I loved. Like practical effects trump CGI 10 out of 10 times, 100 out of 100 times. Like, always do practical effects in horror movies. It's a must. Oh, there's a meow meow. Oh yeah, you meowing? You meowing? Hi, PB. Sorry, cat distraction. She's been very needy today. Yeah, because I'm not playing a video game, you can hang out on my desk. Yeah, I like the Until Dawn movie. The Last of Us was enjoyable. I watched it with a friend who knew the games very well, and was able to like help me compare the two. And it sounds like they definitely did a lot of things differently, and I could see the fans weren't happy with a lot of choices they made. But coming from someone who's never played the video games, I enjoyed the TV show. I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't amazing, but it was pretty good. And actually, I think season 1 was better than season 2. But of course, the vote is for season 2. Splinter Cell Deathwatch, I've heard nothing but bad things about it. Like, Splinter Cell was such a beloved series back in the day. I loved playing Splinter Cell on my GameCube. Or no, was it Xbox? Yeah, it was Xbox, so I played online. It's almost a spin-off, the Until Dawn movie. Oh, okay. Also, hey Hazel, welcome on in, buddy. Welcome. But yeah, so Splinter Cell, yeah, it's not gonna win. It's not gonna win. Easy, not gonna win. Devil May Cry, I've never played the games, but I like the animated style. Like it's very similar to a lot of other animated shows out there that I enjoy. Like it's like American anime art style, I guess is a way of putting it. And I do like the theme and the character. And like I had an old friend back in the day who loved the Devil May Cry games, and he told me all about them. But yeah, they're not my kind of games. I wouldn't play the Devil May Cry games, but I would watch this, and I still kind of want to watch it. And I've heard mixed things about it. Like yeah, it's kind of on the fence. And then of course Chicken Jockey. We got we got the Minecraft movie. Honestly, I think the Minecraft movie is going to take it. As much as I cringe admitting that, actually, you know what? Wait, you know what? I think The Last of Us might have a good chance too. I think it's between the Minecraft movie and The Last of Us season 2. But oh, there was a lot of hate for The Last of Us. So like it is a tough choice. It is a very tough choice. Are we ranting about games turned into movies or TV series? This is just one of many topics, Hazel. We're actually going over the Game Awards. So they actually have a bunch of different categories, and we're basically just going from one category to another. And I'm just, just being a nerd, chatting about stuff, talking about the games, and making my predictions for what I think is going to be winning the awards on November 11th, which I'll be streaming that, of course. We've already gone through the first four, so right now we're actually no first five, so we're into best adaptation at the moment. But yeah, I think uh like, oh my god, the viral clips of the Minecraft movie were hilarious. Now, obviously I wouldn't condone or even encourage, the way people reacted in theaters to react that way, but they were hilarious. Nonetheless, they were still like, I laughed my ass off when I started seeing those chicken jockey clips go viral on the internet. People throwing the popcorn like crazy. That one scene where the guy brought in a actual chicken. He got up on his friend's shoulders and just held a chicken up in the air at during that scene while everyone else was cheering, throwing their popcorn everywhere. The lights in the theater turned on. They were kicked out. The movie was stopped. Like, oh my god, oh my god. There was another one where someone literally lit off fireworks in the theater during the chicken jockey scene. Like, if you Google these, you could probably still find these clips floating around. Like, they were absolutely ridiculous, but please don't actually do this. Like, don't do this. It's not cool. As like, the employees are not happy having to clean up that mess. Like, it's a nightmare for them. Just try and be viral where you're not, making someone's job a living hell. But they were so freaking ridiculous. Anyways, I think yeah, I'm gonna give it to Minecraft. I'm voting Minecraft on this one. I know it wasn't like a massive hit, but the viral clips helped, and like obviously it was like a lot of kids went to see it. I don't really know what the overall box office making was. Well, I guess I could Google that. Let's see, what is Minecraft's box office? Minecraft movie box office. Worldwide total of $957 million against $150 million budget. Okay, they actually did a really good job. Like, a really, really good job. uh, there was a theater that paused mid-movie to say not to. Oh, yeah. That's right. They totally did that. Minecraft movie is gonna win because people think things like the stupid 6-7 thing is going on. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, just even just for the meme, like it's going to be Minecraft. So I think it's a pretty safe bet. I think y'all are totally right with that. But that's dude, I knew it was going to be popular because of all the kids going to see it, but like I didn't realize like damn, that is a crazy profit. Like, what is that? 750? No, like 800 million profit. That's bananas. All right. Anyways, next topic. Oh, why is that? Oh no, why did I? Oh, I see. That doesn't need to be there. Okay, best multiplayer. So I don't think this is necessarily like esports multiplayer. This is just multiplayer in general. I think, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that Helldivers isn't on here because I think Helldivers was nominated last year, and I think they actually won. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, I think Helldivers 2 won best multiplayer last year. Now this year, there are some good choices. Peak is a lot of fun. I've played Peak. I really want to play more Peak, but it's like it's so hard to squeeze it into my already busy schedule. But it is. I mean, I still see people playing it to this day, and obviously there's like updating it, coming out with a bunch of cool new things and like new maps and whatnot. Yeah, I think Peak definitely has a good chance. Elden Ring, Night Rain. I loved Elden Ring. I 100% that game. I even almost have every single armor piece in the entire game. Like I literally went that crazy with this game. I just like I want to what's the term? Fashion fashion gaming. I don't know. There's a term for it, but like I just wanted to have all the cosmetics, all the armor pieces so I can like dress my character up to look as cool as possible. So I went through like a checklist, and I'm pretty sure it was like 70 or 80% complete of getting everything, and then I just got sidetracked and stopped. But yeah, I still like I put like 180 hours into Elden Ring or something like that. Now Night Rain, I'm kind of on the fence about playing it, but and it was kind of like it was a mixed receiving from what I saw. You think either Peak or Arc Raiders? BF6 maybe, doubt it. People always find something to hate. You have over 200 on Elden Ring, so like, I like there's people out there who can replay a game multiple times just because of how much they love it, and that's great. That's amazing. In some cases, I kind of wish I was like that, but I have a much harder time replaying games. It's the same thing with movies. Like I generally don't rewatch movies if they're still fresh in my head. If it's like a movie I haven't seen in like 10, 15, even 20 years, like sure, I could rewatch that on my own. If it's a little newer, then I probably only rewatch it if it were like with friends. But generally on my own, I will usually never rewatch the same movie more than once. For any reason other than the ones that I just described. And so it's the same thing with games. So I've already beaten all of Elden Ring, of course, and as much as like it could be fun to play Elden Ring again, I would enjoy it. Let's like I don't think I would not enjoy it. It's just that it's such a big game. There's so many other games I want to play. Like it's all about time management, and like I know I could do like different builds and whatnot, but I was really never interested in trying other builds. I'll be real. I just like I like the katana speedy build, and like I was content with that, you know. I wasn't really interested in the magic or like a heavy build or anything like that. So yeah, I was like, anyways, getting off topic. Night Rain. Like I kind of want to play it, but I also don't because it's a little live servicey. It seems like, especially with like the way you have to repeatedly play it over and over to make your character better and better. And then, you know, it's also a multiplayer game, therefore it's like, of course a multiplayer game is going to have a lot of replayability, which is good. That's fine. It's just I don't think that's what I want to spend my time on. Is what I'm getting at. So like I could probably be convinced to play Elden Ring if like the game just fell into my lap, but otherwise Night Rain, I mean. But otherwise I don't think I'd really go out of my way to play it. But it still looks like they did a good job with it. It still looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, that's about all I could think of. Battlefield 6, I never got into the Battlefield games, I'll be real. Battlefield 6, I mean, it's been hugely well received. Saw a lot of people playing it. Um, the numbers were massive. Like I think its peak was like, I don't know, just a blind guess off of memory. I think it was like 500K or 700K. Let's see. Battlefield 6. 747K was its all-time peak. So yeah, it was definitely well received. So I think Battlefield 6 has a pretty good chance of winning, but Arc Raiders. Now we're getting into Arc Raiders territory. I've seen nothing but good things about Arc Raiders until recently when people discovered that they use AI in their voices. But the voice actors did give their consent. Uh, uh, I was told that they were paid and they gave consent that their voices were used for AI. So I don't know. Take for that for what you will. Like the game itself, the gameplay, it looks good. The graphics look good. The gameplay looks fun. The fact that it's like a mix of PvE, PvP, and like I've heard it's a really good balanced mix of that. Like it's not too catered to PvP or too catered to PvE. Like it's a very good mix of the two, and that's really hard to do. So if they actually accomplish that, that's impressive in of itself. Um, and also the theme is kind of neat too. The theme kind of reminds me of that one artist's work. They made a movie off of it in Netflix. It was kind of a poor rendition, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But that's kind of what it reminds me of. Um, I don't think I'll ever play this Battlefield 6 at all. But I think Arc Raiders probably has a very good chance, especially because I've I've legit seen some streamers who simp for Arc Raiders just tell their entire audience like go vote for Arc Raiders. So I think that's kind of gonna play a part. Um, yeah, that's why you think it's between Peak and Arc Raiders for multiplayer. Peak and Arc Raiders. Yeah, that's an interest. I don't know. I think Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders is closer, but Peak has also been doing a really good job. The AI was consented to because their voice is going to be sold to a big company. Not a big fan of the Battlefield series. Yeah, I mean it's too like for me personally, I've never been a big fan of like super grounded realism games. Um, and like I'm trying to think of if there's like an exception. But honestly, I don't think I can even think of an exception to that. I don't like super realistic games unless it's got like a really good like story or narrative or something. That's probably the only exception. Maybe there's like one or two out there that I just can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, as far as like army games, yeah, I don't care. I'll never play them. Not my kind of thing. Peak does a really good job on social media and advertising. They do a lot of fun tweets. Like their whole shtick with the little stuffy in it. What's it called? Bing Bong. Bing Bong's adorable, and the like that whole stuff is kind of cute. So I could see Peak, Battlefield 6, or Arc Raiders getting it, but I think my vote. Okay, I would vote for Peak, but I think Arc Raiders is going to win. That's how I'm going to play it. So because I'm doing predictions, I'm not doing voting. I'm going to predict that Arc Raiders is going to be the winner. Oh, and of course there's Split Fiction. Sorry, we didn't even like touch on this. I've heard good things about Split Fiction. I don't know if I'll ever play it. Again, it's one of those games where like I probably like I might play it if it fell into my lap, but I wouldn't go out of my way to get it and play it. Um, I'd also, have to find a friend to play it with, or who'd want to play it, and I'd want to play it with someone who also has never played it before. Um, but when you think multiplayer, you're not really thinking just a two-player game. I think two-player for putting a two-player game in a multiplayer category is kind of dangerous. I mean, kudos to them to getting into this category in the first place. Like that's impressive, but I don't think it has any chance of winning. That's just my real opinion. Um, it's good. Have you played it, Alama, or have you just have you seen it played? You never played it? Fun fact, Bing lead admins can join your game and speak through Bing Bong. Oh yeah, I heard about that. So like stuff like that is really cool. Like that's that sort of thing when they just fill around with their games and do silly things like that, interact with like the player base in just really, really insane, quirky ways. Like I think that's really neat. It gives the game a lot of personality. Um, you seen a friend play? Okay. Yeah, I've never actually seen anyone play it myself, but I know Mayor Donovan. I think they've played it, if I remember correctly. I just think I missed those streams, but I'm pretty sure Mayor's played it. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna give my vote to, or sorry, not my vote, but my prediction to Arc Raiders. I think Arc Raiders is gonna win that one. Best multiplayer. Yeah, we'll have to see if the AI hate has kind of ruined its chances. But I mean, a lot of people are still playing it. Like, actually, you know what? Let me just look at the numbers here for that. Arc Raiders. All-time peak 481,000, which is definitely a lot less than Battlefield 6, but its 24-hour peak, like recently, is 340,000. So it's still staying strong. And actually, from November 14th, basically, like, let's see. Actually, what am I doing? I could just bring it up on here. Yeah, so you can see, like, it's staying steady. It's steady. It's doing a really good job with its numbers as far as like multiplayer games go. Like it was even going up in numbers at one point. So yeah, it's impressive. It's very impressive. Backrooms game, you have the admins have the same thing. Wait, really? They did that with that Backrooms game? That's kind of cool. Imagine if they actually did that while I was playing it. That would have been wild. would have freaked the crap out of me, that's for sure. Okay, that's sports racing. I've never played any of these. I probably never will play any of these. But of course, everyone knows Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart back in the day. Double Dash is still, in my opinion, the best Mario Kart game ever. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds looks cool. I love all their crazy crossovers, like with Minecraft, SpongeBob, Persona, mixed in with Sonic, like basically just all of the Sega's IPs, I guess. It's very funny. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people playing it. I think it is fairly popular. Mario Kart World was their first attempt at an open world, and I don't know if that was... I haven't really been paying close attention, so I don't know if that's been like well received or if people didn't like it. I think more people liked it, but I think that's just because... Okay, this is probably going to be a very controversial take here, but I think Nintendo fans, and I apologize if I offend any of you for this, but I think Nintendo fans are a little bit... they're wearing rose-colored glasses. Now, what I mean by that is that, like, they'll basically love anything Nintendo puts out, regardless of how good it is. I've seen the recent games I've seen Nintendo put out have not really been all that great, like compared to a lot of other games. Like, it's just nothing's really looked all that impressive to me, to be honest. It's nostalgia bait. That is a good way of putting it. Yeah, it's like I grew up with Nintendo. I love Nintendo, but GameCube was my last Nintendo console, and since then, honestly, I have zero regrets never continuing with Nintendo. Zero. None. Like, nothing on the Wii, nothing on the Switch 2. Like, there's nothing except for maybe the Animal Crossing game. Maybe. I would love to play the Animal Crossing game, but that's about it. That's it. Everything else I've seen Nintendo come out with is like mid subpar. Like, it's like you're like when you have games like Clair Obscura, Elden Ring, uh, like Myth Wukong, and now you got like straight up competitors like the Game of the Year winner last year, uh, the bot. Oh man, the name is escaping me. Um, but yeah, the that Sony bot game that won, that was basically literally like a Mario platformer copycat. Like, it's just people are just doing the Nintendo games better. I don't know. It's just, yeah, that's my opinion. But this is my opinion on Nintendo. Like, I just I have now I have played Mario Kart World at friends' places. There was we even did like a Mario Kart night. Um, and like it was fun. The open world part is kind of neat, but I just don't know if it was really necessary. I think they were just jumping on the open world bandwagon because almost every single game that comes out these days is like an open world in some form. Like even Borderlands that turned into an open world. Although that was more likely to happen than Mario Kart, in my opinion. Like if I were to have predicted, I would have predicted Borderlands to have an open world game, but I would not have predicted Mario Kart to make an open world game, if that makes sense. Um, what they did to Metroid 4 Prime. Oh, hey Krevin. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Thank you for bringing that up. Like, I was just recently watching a friend stream play the original Metroid Prime for GameCube. I had that game. I don't know if I still have my copy. I actually been meaning to go check that, but I love that game. That game was amazing. That game was so fucking good for a three-dimensional Metroid game. It was fantastic for its time. So good. Anyways, Metroid Prime 4, like it looks good, but they ruined it with this stupid backseat character that has the worst personality, voice, dialogue. Like, the stuff he says is like nails on a goddamn chalkboard. It's it's so aggravating. I saw like someone put out this clip on socials where it basically just showed a bunch of scenes with this character talking, and like I wanted to rip my ears off of my head. It was so obnoxious, so stupid. Like, they just Metroid is about Samus. That's it. It does not have to include anyone else. And the first Metroid only had her, and I think Metroid Prime 2 and 3 also just had Samus. That's all. And then they just throw in this like stupid character, and it's just, oh. Anyways, I just like, when I saw that, my jaw dropped. I'm like, how could they do this? How could they do this? They're like, the developers are so out of touch. I cannot believe that they did that. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm freaking out so much about this because it just blew my mind. Anyways, they had the nonstop talking hand holding character. I know, it's hey, galaxy-wide most famous bounty hunter, do you know how to use missiles? Like, oh, some of the lines. Oh my God. Anyways, I'm just gonna. I'm getting myself pissed off here. I'm just let's move on. Anyways, I feel like they fell off after the Wii. Wii has alright games, one of the best Smash Bros, one of the last moddable systems from them. So yeah, Smash Bros is still to this day, I think, a very solid Nintendo's title. Right, okay, so yes. Sorry. I forgot it, but I will also say Smash Bros is another solid Nintendo title. I don't think they've done anything wrong with Smash Bros as far as I could tell. Of course, I only own like the latest one on GameCube, the Melee, the best one, I think. I still think everyone agrees Melee's the best, but I mean, I've also seen and heard a lot of good things about the newer ones as well. But I've never played them myself. Or sorry, I've played them multiplayer, but I've never like played the campaign or the single player experience sort of thing. But yeah, that's another good thing of Nintendo. Oh gosh, like I could go into Pokemon, but I'm not even gonna go there because I'm going to want to rip my hair out just thinking about like what they've done to Pokemon. And like, I'm just gonna say this, okay? They are a multi-million, actually no, probably is Nintendo billion? Are they into the billions yet? Like, it wouldn't surprise me if they're into the billions, because like they're still successful. They make bad games, but they're still very successful because yes, nostalgia bait and all that. But like, they have the money. They could make phenomenal games. Like, what was the Pokemon competitor that was like they took legal action against? I am blanking, but you all probably know the game I'm talking about. Like, they could have done that game for the longest time. They could have done so many cool things with Pokemon, taken in so many amazing directions, but they just haven't. They just rehashed the old same stuff. They've tried like type like action combat with their newest Pokemon game, but it's horrible. It's terrible. I just like, it looks atrocious. Anyways, I can go on and on about this. This is also just my opinion. I apologize if you love these games, but you're comparing it to, when I'm just like compared to other amazing games out there these days, it's like it's a no-brainer. Anyways, I'm getting totally off track about this. Palworld, yes, Palworld. Like, they could have done amazing things like they did with Palworld. Anyways, I am totally just going insane right now. Sports games. I'll never play a sports game my entire life. Like, I never have, never will. I think sports is the most boring thing in the entire world. Again, my own opinion. But yeah. So I think the vote's either Mario Kart. I personally would vote for, like, I grew up playing Mario Kart, but I think Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is doing some really cool things. Whereas like Mario Kart World just feels the same. It just, the open world is the only new thing they did with it compared to the previous Mario Kart games. Otherwise, it just feels like another Mario Kart game. So I think I'm going to, my vote would go to, and my prediction is going to be for Sonic Worlds Cross Worlds. So let's go with that. Your uncle got NHL 17 all the way to 2025. They're exact. I know, it's, well, because it's based on real life, and it's like, it's not like things are going to drastically change in real life. So of course the games are going to be no different. The only thing that's going to change is like the graphics. But I've seen a lot of arguments where like people have said we've kind of plateaued in terms of graphics. I still think they can get better. Honestly, I think people are gunning like, no, the only way the graphics can get better is when the video games are mistaken for real life. And I mean, we're basically already we already do that with AI videos. So, and I mean, like, yes, there's a lot of hate for this, and I agree with this hate, and it's like, it sucks, but it's inevitable. It's going to happen. Let's face the facts. Let's face reality. It's going to happen. AI is going to get more and more ingrained into video games. And so therefore, I think there would be video games where, with the use of AI, the video games are going to be basically one-to-one to real life in terms of like graphics. Like, you won't even be able to tell it is a video game. You think it's going to be like a legit video recording of whatever. Like, yeah, that's where I think I see things going. And of course a bunch of different ways, but you know what, that's a big topic for another day. But wait, why did I even get into graphics? What are we talking about? Oh yeah, the sports games, that's right. Yeah, so we'll be seeing sports games where the graphics will basically look like real life. It's going to happen. That's really the only way they could really improve upon sports games, is if they make it look like real life. More so than they already are. Also, I really hope they take the loot box thing out of sports games. I know that's become relatively more common in sports games, and like, it's disgusting. I'm gonna be, it's honestly, it's so it's so disgusting. It's just having the loot boxes in these sports games. It's very what's the word? It's like uh, uh I can't remember. I can't think of the words right now, but it's just it's wrong. I don't think they have any place in sports games whatsoever. Um yeah, that's basically my opinion on sports games. Let's see. Next topic, best sim strategy. Excuse me. Can I open? Okay, there we go. Best sim strategy. You without AI, that's already happening in a lot of games. Let's go gambling. Oh my god, no, let's not go gambling. Honestly, let's just take every form of gambling out of video games. Please? Even gotcha. Even gotcha. Let's just please remove gotcha. Like, ugh, I'm so happy I got out of gotcha games. Out of playing gotcha games. I used to be so into Genshin Impact. I played that game religiously for like 2, maybe 3 years solid. I can't remember, but I stopped before I came out with 4.0, I think it was. Yeah, 4.0 I think was where I stopped. But anyway, I just stopped cold turkey because I could see I was wasting money, I was wasting time, and I was like, it was a really good game. They did an amazing job. I was actually really invested in the characters. I loved the characters, but I could tell it was just it was lowering the quality of my life is the way of putting it. It was not doing me any good, and so I just stopped that. And now I refuse to touch any gotcha live service games. But anyway, on to the next topic. We have, what was it again? Best sim strategy game. Okay, so yeah, I don't play a lot of these. I've played like some of the Civ games before. I've played
What's this?
some real-time strategy. Whoa, what the? Kisagi-kun, oh my goodness, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome on in. Thank you. Oh, I really appreciate that. Oh, actually, speaking of, I should update the numbers. Let me just do that quickly, so I know that's something I need to do manually. Holy smokes. That's insane. We're up to 60 now this month. Yeah, thank you so much for the support, everyone. I really appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, I played Civ games. I played like StarCraft back in the day. I played I can't remember if I played like Command and Conquer, but I know like everyone knows that game. But yeah, they're not those RTSs aren't really my kind of game, but I guess like the altars really isn't an RTS. I don't know what 2 Point Museum is. I don't know what Tempest Rising is. Jurassic World is more of like a builder, and I will admit this game actually does look like a lot of fun. Like I do actually own Jurassic World's Evolution 1 and 2, but I've never played them. But I've kind of been a little curious about trying 1 or 2, and then I guess now there's 3. So I don't even know if like should I just skip the 1 and 2 and just go straight to 3? I don't know. But it does look like a lot of fun. Final Fantasy Tactics, that's turn-based RPG tactics. I'm not usually generally a fan of those. I stay away from RPGs or turn-based RPGs, and the only tactics RPG that has been an exception for me is been Disgaea. I love the Disgaea games, especially the first one. The first one is very beloved to me. The characters, the story was phenomenal. I loved it. And so I put up with the tactics combat. And honestly, I kind of just cheesed it a little. I just focused on one character, leveled him up, and basically he would just one-shot everything. It was very silly. But yeah, no, I love the character, love the story of that. But so I wouldn't really play tactics like Final Fantasy Tactics. I think I played the Game Boy Advance version. because I was like, you know what, I like Disguise Tactics, maybe I'll try this, see if I like this. But then it's like, okay, I'm not into the story, I'm not into the characters, and of course the gameplay is like, it's a lot more bare bone than it was in Disgaea, so I was like, you know what, no, I couldn't get into it. So as for my vote, I haven't heard good things about Sid Meier's Civilization 7. I don't even know why they needed to make another one, because like I thought 5 and 6 were already pretty good. The Altars looked like a really cool game. Like, that game is on my wish list. I do really want to try The Altars. It does look like a really neat game, and I love its story concept where he like makes copies of where there's copies of him, but they're all different offshoots of like if he did something different in his life and became like a different person, a different profession, and he's like interacting with them and everything, like, and solving problems together. It seems like a really cool game. How's it going? It's going great, Kisagi-kun. This is actually really, I apologize. I'm sorry if I'm more chatty than I thought I was going to be for this. I thought like an hour or 2 hours into this, we'd already be through the entire voting process, but as you can tell, I am getting very distracted and off topic-y with as we converse about various things, and like, I don't know, I'm still having fun. I hope you all are having fun. This is just a random chit chat where we're getting into we're being nerdy, being a bunch of nerds. This is cool, but I guess I could try and stay a little more focused. This is supposed to be a day off for me, so at this rate, it's gonna be a full ass stream. But yeah, I think my vote would probably go for The Altars, just because I think this game just looked really cool. Again, I've never seen Two Point Museum or Tempest Rising, so I don't even know what kind of games those are really. I mean, I guess I could bring them up on Steam and we could like look at a trailer for it. Yeah, let's see. Tempest Rising. Let's see that. Okay, this looks like... Oh, okay, this is just straight up RTS. This looks like... futuristic? Slightly futuristic? Actually, this looks more like Command and Conquer. But yeah, I don't play these kind of games. I mean, it looks neat. I've never heard anyone talk about it, but I mean, I guess some people are, considering it's been nominated. And then what was the other one? 2 Point Museum. Let's see. 2 Point Museum. What kind of game is this? Manage incredible museums. Oh, it's a museum sim. Okay. Again, I've never really heard anyone talk about this or play this. I thought if a recent sim game was going to be nominated, I thought it was going to be the water slides one, the water slides park, because I saw a lot of people playing that one and having a lot of fun with that one. So I'm a little surprised that that one was nominated. But all right, I guess this one did a good enough job that it did. So yeah. It looks cute. The art style is kind of adorable. I don't know if I would play this either, but I wonder if you could do like the whole like first person thing and be a character to walk around the museum and interact with stuff. Because I think that was a big gimmick in the water slides one, where you could actually be like a person and interact with things in your park, not just like do the whole first person view, but like actually interact. Like, I watched a Queso clip where he was paying his employees. He's like at a desk, he's at this like cash register, and he's like cashing out his employees, taking their paycheck. And there's this one employee trying to come in and do the same thing as him, and he's like constantly pushing him away. Like, apparently you just push people in this mode of the game. And it was all just very silly. So yeah, really surprised that one to get nominated. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, give my vote to to the altars, or my prediction to the altars. See if that one gets it. Actually, you know what? No. No. I take that back. Oops. Let's remove that. Hold up. Rewind. My vote would go to the altars, but I think Final Fantasy Tactics is going to win. Yeah, gotta remember to differentiate. Yeah. I think Tactic is actually going to take it. Because Final Fantasy Tactics, from what I've seen, is like a beloved series. People love that game. And like it looked like they did a really good job with the remake. Like I don't think they really took any crazy liberties. They just, like, you know, upped the graphics, added voice acting, added like some new modes and stuff like that. But otherwise, I think Final Fantasy Tactics is going to win this one. So on to Best Family. What do we got for those? Oh, I could just do next category. Is that going to go to the... Oh, previous. No, previous. Okay, Best Family. Oh, okay, we got some repeats here. Mario Kart World and Sonic World is back. Lego Voyagers looked like a pretty cute game. Lego Party, I haven't seen a bunch, but it's another Lego game. Like, 2 Lego games? Shouldn't there be a rule against that? But yeah, they are different studios. But of course, Lego's going to be the big winner here. Yeah, Lego Voyagers actually did look really, really adorable, and I think it plays up to 4 players as well. The graphics were also really cool too, because this is like a good example where it actually looked like real Lego. Like in some of the screenshots of it, I could have sworn I was looking at real life Lego. You know, I'd even try it. Again, it's not a game I would probably get myself, but if I were given the opportunity to play with some friends, I would probably try Lego Voyagers. Yeah, it seems like a pretty cute, fun game. I think Mario Kart or Lego for this one. I don't know which one though. Yeah, Mario Kart's got the fan base behind it. So does Sonic. And again, like, I voted for Sonic for best racing game. And also predicted. Donkey Kong Bonanza, it looked like a fun game. Like, I'll admit the whole destructible environments was really cool. But I don't know if it's enough to really call for best family game. Because I think it's also... Isn't this just a single player game? Because remember, this is best family. And so I feel like having some form of multiplayer is important in a family category. Not that it's its focus, because I know family is just like, it's a game for all ages. Anyone can play it and enjoy it, sort of thing. But you know, you want a family game to be able to involve the family, right? Is the way I see it. Now, of course, Split Fiction is back as well, and I think Split Fiction has a much better chance in this category than the multiplayer category. But again, it is only 2-player, so you can't really include the whole family with it. Donkey Kong is single player? Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured. I think... Yeah, this one's a really tough choice. I think I would personally vote for Lego Voyagers, because Lego has been around for decades. Everyone knows Lego. I think everyone has Lego in some form. Even just like a teeny tiny little set or some pieces from like their childhood. I think Lego Voyagers would be my vote. But is it going to win? I think Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to win this one. Because A, it's Nintendo. Now you can think, okay, what about Mario Kart World? But I think also it's one of their newest titles. it was well received. I did see people really enjoying it. Like the destructible environment mechanic was really cool. And a part of me also does want to try it, but I don't think I'd like play through the whole thing. But I know, I just have a feeling. I just have like a little feeling that I think Donkey Kong Bananas is going to win this category. I think. Oh, this is such a tough choice. Because now I'm thinking Split Fiction as well. Like all of these games except for Lego Party, I think have good reasons to be winners. I think they do. So this is a really tough one. Try the demo at Walmart? Wait, they still have game stations at Walmart? I thought they removed those like ages ago because, you know, people just end up destroying them. But I remember, y'all remember when McDonald's had gaming stations, when you could play like N64 games at McDonald's? Man, I miss those days. All right, I'm sticking with it. I'm doing Donkey Kong Bonanza for best family. Let's see how that goes. All right, next up we have best fighting games. All right, another category I don't really have much of an opinion for. Hey Vice, welcome on in, buddy. Welcome. Happy Wednesday? I don't know. We haven't come up with a cat Wednesday name. But yeah, we're just doing a silly little voting predictions thing for the Game Awards coming up next month. Super stoked for it. Just been being a super chatty catty, talking about all the games and being a nerd. No, McDonald's game station sounds like such a bad idea. Oh, Ender, it was great. I guess this is before your time, but yeah, they literally had like stations where you just have N64s and just like you could play like Mario Kart 64 and it's like Mario Kart, Mario 64, like Donkey Kong and 64, Smash Bros. Like, yeah, it was a time. It was a time. Kitty Day? Sure, you know what? Happy Kitty Day. Even though that does not rhyme with Wednesday. Grease and crumbs in the controllers. Well, they had it made it so like similar to other PlayStation like play setups where they have it like locked in, so you're not just like you could just rip the controller out or anything. They're like locked into the machines, into the stations, like, and they're protected sort of thing. So but yeah, obviously with a lot of use, the controllers definitely did not work well. Even some of the TVs would like, a lot of the TVs were old, like these were older TVs, and so they didn't last well either because they were, you know, constantly on every single day, every day, like all day sort of thing. The saucy fingers from kids. Oh, true. Yeah, you had some of that too as well. But I mean, it was definitely a thing they did. Anyways, fighting games. This is where we're at now. So we got, let's see, 2XKO. I think out of all of these, if I'm paying any attention, I think this is the newest fighting game that's come out. It looks like it's based on Arcane and like the Arcane TV shows. Peak. Cinema. Absolute cinema. Please go watch Arcane. So freaking good. We'll never play the video games that they're based on. What is it, Dota or League of Legends? I get those two mixed up. I think it was based on League. Anyways, the Arcane show was great. I don't know. I don't know if this was well received. I've not really heard good things. But again, I don't really know anything about a lot of these. Like Capcom Fighting Collection, like I know Capcom, Fatal Fury, I've seen those, but to me that's just like, it's a really boring fighting series. Mortal Kombat is probably the most interesting fighting series out of all of these. Just because of how, like, for me personally, I just love how nitty and gritty and gory and bloody it gets. All the finishers and the ripping heads off with the spinal cord still attached and stuff, like That stuff is cool, okay? That stuff is really cool. So I would probably, just because I'm the most familiar with it, vote on Mortal Kombat, but like in the fighting game scene, I have no clue which one of these is the most popular. Like Virtua Fighter, I think that was also a pretty boring one. It's very arcadey. Yeah, this is gonna be another random choice. I'm just gonna go with Mortal Kombat because, actually, you know what? No, my vote would be for Mortal Kombat, but I'm just gonna go out on a limb, and I'm going to guess. Capcom Fighting Collection 2. I'm gonna predict this one is gonna win. Yeah. There we go. You never watched Arcane? Again, highly recommend it. Please go watch Arcane if you haven't. That show, both seasons, cinema, absolute work of art. So good. So freaking good. But it will still never make me play the video games though. So actually, you know what? Find confidence in that, because if you never had any interest in playing League of Legends or Dota, I can't remember which one it was based on, but if you never wanted to play those games and you're afraid if you watch it you'll get into those games, watch the show. I guarantee you'll still not want to play the games. but the show was really good. I don't even know if they're gonna make a third season, or I can't remember if season 2 ended off in a way where, like, if they opened it up for season 3 or not. But I mean, if they made a season 3, I'd absolutely 100% watch it. All right, next up we have Best RPG. So this is my category, and yet I've never played any of these, and I probably will never play most of these. The only one I'll probably even remotely come close to playing is maybe Clair Obscura or Kingdom Come. But I'll never go out of my way to get them myself, because I don't like turn-based RPGs, and Clair Obscura is turn-based. But even I know it's a work of art. This game is going to win it all. I think Clair Obscura is going to win every single if not every single, most categories they are in. But yeah, I couldn't get into the Monster Hunter games. Like, I have Worlds, and I was just bored to tears. I did not like how repetitive it felt. I didn't like its game loop, its gameplay loop. I did not like how you had to play Monster Hunter. So yeah, I never got into the Monster Hunter games. Never tried the Outer World games, but I heard number 2 is terrible, and Avowed even worse. Like, absolute crap. Yeah, I was actually kind of, when they revealed their teaser trailer of Avowed, I'll admit I was very, very interested. But their teaser trailer and then everything they showed afterwards were like night and day. It was like a completely different game that was not advertised. And after seeing everyone show what Avowed was like, it was like, oh my goodness, this is a train wreck of a game. Especially comparing it to like Skyrim, because like the best games you can compare it to is like the Elder Scrolls games, Oblivion and Skyrim, and like they tried to be the next one and they just failed hard. It's just, you can't beat the Elden Ring games in that first person action RPG genre. You just can't. So yeah, vote Clair Obscura. They're going to win. I would vote for it. This is gonna be mine. I think Kingdom Come looked really cool too. Like, but it's also extremely, like, remember what I said about I don't really care for games that are like heavily grounded in realism. Kingdom Come is no exception. Like, I love the medieval era. That is actually one of my favorite genres in pretty much everything I watch and play. I love medieval, but I generally prefer like magic, swords and sorcery, medieval. I don't just like the historical medieval. I like a little bit of fantasy mixed in, and I don't think there's any of that in Kingdom Come. I think it's like just a timepiece for that era. But I will say what I've seen, it does look good. It does look like they did a good job. The detail, the graphics, the gameplay, the characters even. Some of the characters do look like they are a lot of fun. There's some fun dialogue. There's some funny dialogue. I've seen a couple of scenes. But yeah, I just don't know if I would actually play it myself. But yeah, Clair Obscura, that's getting my vote. That's going to win, hands down. They're gonna clean up. They're going to clean up. 100%. Can't enjoy Expedition 30 because it portrays the French as nice. Oh my god! Yes, I did see that review on Steam. Oh my god, dude. I mean, I've also seen people just say, "Wait, Clair Obscura can't win. They're French." Just straight up, like, it's so brutal. It's so brutal. But no, like, there's just no competition. No competition. I think it's easy win, easy win. For every single most categories they're in. And I think they're in like 5 or 6 categories or something bonkers like that. What do we got next? Best action and adventure. You had Kingdom Come and Outworlds. Did you play any of those, Ender? Or is it just like more games that you have, but like you just haven't gotten around to playing yet? Because yeah, like I've heard some people play the first Outer Worlds, and they said it was all right, but it didn't really seem like that's like, with that one you would compare it to Fallout. Fallout is basically, it's actually, wait, hold up. I think there are developers from the Fallout from Bethesda who moved over to make the Outer Worlds games. I think that's why they were basically trying to become like competition. But yeah, I think Outer Worlds just got a little bit too cringy with their like comedy and portrayal of, like, I know they were trying to be a game to go against capitalism. Like that's basically, from what I've gathered, like their biggest goal in that game is to basically be like anti-capitalism, but like in a very silly way. And from what I've heard and slightly seen, it's like Outer Worlds 2 seems like they just went a bit too over the top in that department. And so I think people just kind of found it a little cringe. But yeah, I don't think Outer Worlds really has any chance for winning anything. You've never played? You have 250 plus games on Epic? Bro, 14,000 Ender. What? 14,000 games on Steam? I need to look at your profile and confirm this. I just know 14,000 games. What the? Bruh. That's insane. Like, how many games are there in total on Steam? You have all the... Oh, you're getting all the free games. Oh, okay. That definitely helps. That definitely helps. There's a lot of those on Steam, for sure. I prefer to have a bit more of a curated gaming list. So I don't just, like, if it's free, I'll just take it. Like, I don't do that. I make sure it's a game that I at least want to, like, I know I want to at least try it. Then I'll add it to my list. But otherwise, I like to keep my list as minimalistic as possible. I don't want it to get like crazy out of hand. This is why I've also organized it too. Like, if you look at my Steam library, I basically created all these categories here to keep it nice and neat and organized. Like, you know, games that I want to play, games that I maybe want to play, games that I have zero interest in playing. I mean, most of these I got from like Humble Bundles, so you know, I only wanted like one game out of like a group of 5, so that's why there's a lot of games in this category. Of course, I like to keep track of the games that have been gifted. The ones that I'm really excited about playing now that I have like a proper gaming PC. Of course, cat games for Catter Days. Although most of them right now are just like the finding cats. I really do need to get more like big, chunkier cat games. like that actually would be played in more than one stream, I guess. There's not a lot of those right now. Got board game category. Yeah, all the games that I want to play. It's actually Fairless. So you can see why I'm very picky about what I do actually want to play and spend my time on, because I've already got a bunch on my plate. So, you know, all the multiplayer games, got some demos. Oh yeah, that's right. I had some demos that I wanted to do another demo stream with what was it? Rubinite, Neko Odyssey, and I think Final Sentence. That's right. Yeah, that one seemed kind of interesting. And then of course ones I'm currently playing, ones I've 100%ed, and then like favorites. Yeah. Anyways, I'm pretty organized on my Steam. I don't like to have crazy long lists of a bunch of random games. You know, you'll get bored enough one day so you get them all. That's a fair point. That is a fair point. Okay, so best action adventure. Split Fiction is back. Yote is the one I'm currently playing. Hollow Knight, I think, is probably going to win it. But I loved Death Stranding. I will be playing Death Stranding 2. I just need to get around to getting it. Or if anyone would like to give it to me on my throne. But of course, there's the Indiana Jones, which I don't think really has a chance of winning any categories it's in. I don't even know why it's in any categories. Like, yeah, I was going to bring this up when it first showed itself. And so here it is, Indiana Jones. This is the Game Awards for 2025, and Indiana Jones came out in 2024. It shouldn't even be nominated. It shouldn't be in these awards. This is a last year's game. So unless like the dates are offset, like it's not like, you know, January 1st to December like 30th, like, or 31st or whatever, like that's when games are put into, are like eligible. Maybe it's like offshoot, where like the cutoff date is like in October or November or something. Maybe it's something like that. Maybe that's why Indiana Jones squeaked in. But just at a quick glance, I saw that Indiana Jones came out in 2024, and so I just like, I don't know. It's here though. It's here. So, you know, we deal with it. I don't think it's got any chance of winning against even these three games. I think these three games alone blow Indiana Jones out of the water. I've not really seen a lot of people playing this game. I haven't seen anyone really talking about it. Now, What's-His-Face did a really impressive job with voice acting Indy, making himself sound like Harrison Ford. Like, that's really good. That's cool. But like, they were movies. I don't know if they really transitioned into games all that well. It just seemed like another what's that, like, treasure hunter, what's that popular treasure hunter series that was like PlayStation exclusive, kind of like Tomb Raider, but like, yeah, there's just other titles that fit that genre better, I think. Weirdly off, like, new cards coming out for the next year. Well, it's still the previous year. Yeah, I think that's probably the only way and reason why it's nominated. Yeah, it's obviously between these three. I'm sorry, Split Fiction. Again, I know I've heard nothing but good things about you, but like, people have been waiting, what was it, 8 years for this one. Ghost of Yote is an absolute work of art, a masterpiece in terms of like graphics. The story's also really good. Now that I've played 3 streams of Yote, I think I can more confidently say I think Tsushima was still better, but I'm still really enjoying Yote. And Death Stranding, as obscure and outlandish as the story is, like, I beat Death Stranding 1, adored it, loved it. Like, I don't care if it's a walking simulator. I really love that game. And I still don't really fully grasp everything that game covered, but number 2 just looks like it took everything from 1 and improved upon it. I cannot wait to play Death Stranding 2. I cannot wait. So excited for that. So I think this also has a good chance. But I think Hollow Knight is going to win this one. Game of the Year? I don't know about that. But for this category and probably a couple of other categories, I think it's got a very, very easy chance of winning. And my vote, I think, as much as I understand that Hollow Knight is a really good game, I've actually watched a lot of people play it, especially a lot of friends, and I'll admit even a part of me wants to try it now. I'll never go out and buy it. I don't think I'll ever purchase it, but again, it's like many other games, it's like an exception where if it fell into my lap, I would probably get around to playing it. But Yote, I think I would probably vote. Either Death Stranding or Yote, I would probably vote. Yote because I am playing it, but Death Stranding, it's just, I loved everything about Death Stranding. And so I figure Death Stranding 2 is probably just going to be as good, if not better. So I would vote on one of these two, but I know Hollow Knight is going to win this category. So let's put it there. We have no brain cells for some games. I don't know why. Some games do require more brain cells than others, that's for sure. I mean, heck, even if you don't know what's going on in Death Stranding, it's still a pretty game. It's a hiking simulator. This is just with some wacky black goo monsters trying to attack you. Yeah, there we go. And there's babies for some reason, but it was beautiful. All right, so best action game. Have I played Hollow Knight? No. So, right, I guess I probably should have expanded on this, but like I don't like Metroidvanias. I don't like the genre. I don't really enjoy that genre very much. I've played a bunch of them. I even own Metroid Prime on my Super Nintendo. And although I loved that game, I don't know if I could really be convinced to go back and play it again. So I just don't like side-scrolling. I like three-dimensional worlds. And if it's 2D, I generally prefer top-down perspectives as opposed to side-scrolling perspectives. But Nine Souls was an exception. Nine Souls was gifted to me by Red. Thank you very much for that, Red, because I loved Nine Souls. Nine Souls was a very good game. But the gameplay was not its selling point, although it was challenging, but not too hard. It was the story, it was the artwork, it was the music, it was the characters. All of that made me love Nine Souls. And so if that part of it is really good, I can make an exception for a Metroidvania. And Hollow Knight looks like it could be one of those as well. Now, the theming obviously is a lot less enticing to me than Nine Souls because Nine Souls is cats. And Hollow Knight and Silksong are bugs. I don't necessarily hate bugs, but I'm also just not interested in bugs either. Now, the character design are adorable. Like, the fleas are really cute. I've seen a bunch of fan art. They're adorable. They're like little puppies. Like, they made, like, the fleas, the puppies. I don't know. It's cute. It's cute. And I've seen some artwork of, like, the main characters. Some, like, really good artwork. And then some, you know, I mean, let's just be honest here. Some... Rule 34. It exists. It's out there. But yeah, I don't generally like Metroidvania games, which is why I wasn't like really excited to play Silksong or Hollow Knight. But I understand how much the fans have wanted it, how much they love it, and watching the game, I can see how much care and attention to detail two developers have put into it, and so I know they're going to win it. Anyway, so hopefully that properly explains all that. Silksong is pretty hard, but technically I'm pretty sure story-wise it comes before the first game. No, Silksong is a sequel. From again, this is just from what I've heard, what I've seen. but I'm pretty sure Silksong is a sequel, not a prequel to Hollow Knight. And so everyone recommends playing Hollow Knight. I've even seen some people say it's sacrilege to play Silksong before Hollow Knight, although there is one of my friends who are doing that. But it's because they loved Silksong so much that they're now going back to play Hollow Knight. But yeah, I don't know if I'll ever play those. It's up in the air. If you want, you can borrow Hollow Knight if you want. Yeah, like I would. I don't know about Hollow Knight. Maybe Silksong, but I don't know about Hollow Knight. Again, there's also just so many more games that I want to play more than that, right? So it's not like anywhere in the middle or even the top of the list. Best action game. We have Two Ninja, Doom, Battlefield 6. One sec. Okay, so Battlefield 6 is really, really popular. We've already established this. Doom the Dark Ages, I've heard it was actually really poorly received. Like, I love the idea of giving it like the medieval theming. And honestly, even I was really interested in playing it at first, but then when I started seeing gameplay and then like people's opinions on it, I lost interest. So I probably will never play it. But it, like, the aesthetic though, it did look really freaking cool. The fact that he's got a fucking shield, like a buzzsaw shield, and sword, like, that shit's cool. And a dragon to ride, like, yeah, that's just really cool. I know Hades was really popular. I personally didn't really like Hades 1, but that's just because I have skill issues. But like the stories, the characters, all that was great. The artwork, amazing. So I think Hades 2 is no exception. And I'm pretty sure it's better than Hades 1 in all departments, from what I could tell. Maybe I'll get around to playing it, but I feel like I still need to play Hades 1 more. God, Ninja Gaiden. I played like the first Ninja Gaiden game, and I couldn't even beat the first boss, so it's just right there I could already tell it's not my kind of game because it's too hard. And that's great that there's games out there like that, but yeah, it's those like heavy action games where it's not so much on the RPG elements but more on the action aspect of it. It's not like, you know, Devil May Cry, God of War, those kind of games. I don't like those kind of games. They're not my kind of thing. So I don't really have an opinion on Ninja Gaiden. I heard it had issues with like its camera, but I think that was also fixed in an update. And then Shinobi Art of Vengeance. I think this is just a 2D side-scrolling ninja game, if I recall. Yeah, but that's about it. So I think it's between Battlefield 6 and Hades 2. Like Battlefield 6 has the numbers. It's clear as day. It's been well received. It's really popular. But Hades has always been an extremely successful game. Also very well received. I would vote on Hades 2, but the one that's going to win it is kind of a toss-up between the two. Best action game. I think I'm going to go with... I think my prediction is going to be for Battlefield 6. Yeah. That is what I'm thinking. Okay, best VR. Well, I don't have VR set up still to this day, even though having a headset for over a year now. Though I don't think I'd honestly really use VR to play games, except for like the Alex one. That looks impressive. But honestly, that's really the only VR game that seemed impressive to me. That actually looks like they did a really good job with VR. Now, I could be convinced to try one or two other VR games, maybe, but at least from this list, Marvel's Deadpool, like, I love the Deadpool movies. I don't know how well the video game did to capture that. If like they dumbed down the violence, or if the comedy is like too cringe. Uh, Alien Rogue Incursion probably could be like a good scary game, but I think everyone is more playing that other Alien one. Um, that isn't VR. Arcane Age, never heard of. Ghost Town, never heard of. The Midnight Walk looked interesting because I think this is isn't this one claymation, or am I thinking of a different game? Like it's very artistic. It's very unique. Um, so you know what? I think my vote and prediction is going to go for the Midnight Walk. Actually, I would vote on Midnight Walk, but I think my prediction is either Midnight Walk or Alien, just because Alien IP is pretty well known, and like the most recent Alien game has been pretty popular, so I feel like that would kind of carry over some interest into the VR game. You have VR, but you never heard of any of these? Yeah, so it's kind of slim pickings for games. It's like it just says best game experience playable. Okay, I guess they do kind of they do explain it like that. If it was just best VR and that was it, then I think you would just have like VRC in here and other like chatting VR things. Because like, let's be honest, most everyone just uses VR for VRC these days. Or what was it? Beat Saber. Oh, but of course they were released ages ago. So yeah, of course they can't be nominated. So yeah, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna take a gamble on the Midnight Walk. I'm gonna pick that one. There we go. All right, what do we got next? Best mobile game. So I just don't play games on my phone at all. Like I have 0 games installed on my phone. Now that hasn't always been the case, but I kind of had a similar situation with like how I was really into Genshin Impact for a time, and then I just knew it wasn't healthy for me, and so I just stopped. I had a time where I had like that Fallout Bunker game on my phone, and I was religiously playing that. And I'm like, just I take a step back. I'm like, whoa, this isn't good for me. I need to stop. Now, thankfully, I never really spent money on that one. There was actually one other game similar to that Bunker game, because I was kind of at the time really enjoying that kind of gameplay, and I tried one similar to it. Then that one I think I spent a little bit of money on. But yeah, overall, I just like, I stopped. I don't have games on my phone anymore. I don't like playing games on my phone. Like, it's not comfortable. It doesn't make any sense using the touch screen to press buttons. Like, I want a physical controller. So mobile gaming for me is not really anything. But I'm definitely aware of like Uma Musume. I know how popular that is. I saw a bunch of streamers playing it. Love the memes. Love the like I actually started learning about some of the characters just because of the memes. It was fascinating how the characters are actually based off of real life Japanese racing horses. And I thought that was actually very cute. Like and like supposedly like the characters' personalities are actually based off the real world horses as well, not just their names. Like, so they did a really good job with that. And so it's created kind of like this fan base where they also are fans of the horses themselves. Honestly, it's just genius marketing. Absolute genius marketing. I'm sure they got an uptick in horse race betting over there in Japan. And of course, made loads of money on Uma Musume being a waifu game. I mean, who doesn't want a horse waifu, right? Wuthering Waves I've heard pretty good things about. It's basically like another Genshin clone, but it's a bit more, the graphics are less cartoony, the overall atmosphere is a little darker. But the combat looks pretty good. a little more fast-paced and a lot more flashier than Genshin. Yeah, because like Genshin is just overall just more cartoony. But yeah, because I said I'll never play Genshin, never play a gacha game, I never even touched Wuthering Waves, and I never will. Sonic Rumble, I've been watching Mayor play that, and it seems like a fun like Sonic themed mini game like Fall Guys. Where you're basically just doing like mini game after mini game after mini game, but with Sonic characters, and you could like it's got really good customization for making your Sonic character, which is kind of cute. Of course, a lot of people are playing Tails because you know who doesn't love Tails. But otherwise, I don't know. It seems like there's not much to the game, similar to like a lot of those other party game type games. It's very repetitive, and you're only really playing it for like its live service features, which, you know, now I've seen the light, and like it's just not healthy. Like, please don't get into games with live service features. Don't encourage those kind of tactics. I just see those kind of tactics now, like battle passes, gotcha systems, like sign-in bonuses. I mean, subscriptions are fine to a point. Like, obviously there's a right way to do subscriptions and a wrong way, and a lot of games are doing subscriptions in a very wrong way. Of course, obviously cosmetics, like, it's great if the game is only doing cosmetics, but then I feel like there's a point where they kind of go a little too hard into the cosmetics, and they like throw in FOMO. Their prices are abhorrent. Like Diablo 4 is a great example of that. Like $30 for a single skin in Diablo 4, just disgusting. Like, just, I don't want to support those kind of games anymore. Like, I'll admit I played Diablo 4 a lot. Actually, I played Diablo 4 quite a bit when it first came out, and was sticking with all the new seasons, but I just got so sick and tired of it. And on another great reason is just you can't compare to Path of Exile. Once Path of Exile 2 came out, it's like, this is galaxies better than Diablo 4. It's like, it's a no-brainer. But yeah, it's just those kind of tactics are really disgusting in games, and I'm just gotten to the point where I don't want to really support them. So I try to stay away from those kind of games. I mostly do a good job, but who knows? There might be one game that would just like it fills all the voids in what I want in a game, and then some. And then it's like, I just got to try not to spend money. Persona, never played any of the Persona games. I have no opinion. Mostly they're turn-based. I don't know what the mobile game's like. Destiny Rising, never played the Destiny games, never got into them. I never really cared for the heavy high sci-fi theming of them. Also, it's a shooter. I generally don't play shooters, but like Borderlands is an exception, and that furry one as well was an exception because, you know, it's furry. I think I would vote for... and my prediction's going to Uma Musume. Because, yeah, this game was huge. I think it still is pretty big. And, you know, I'm a weeb. So, you know. I like the things that they did with Uma Musume, and like I said, the whole comparison to like the real world horses and whatnot. Like, I thought that was adorable. Very endearing. So that's going to be my prediction for best mobile game. What's up, Juan? Welcome on in, buddy. How you doing? We're just going through all the Game Awards, making my predictions. Just being a chatty catty nerding out about the games. Actually, I've been doing a lot of chatting. So much chatting that I'm actually remembering to drink water, because it's like, wait, my mouth is really heckin' dry. I don't normally talk this much. So I'm not used to this, but I've been having a lot of fun. This has been really cool.
It's time to drink water.
Oh, thank you. You know what? Yes, let's take another sippy. I'm actually gonna have to refill my water bottle. Okay, best indie debut game. So, oh boy, this is really weird, guys. This is so crazy. So, lovely voice though? No. What do you It's no, it's not. It's just a voice, guys. It's fine. It's nothing special. It's just no. It's fine. It's just a cat voice, okay? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Indie debut game. This is really wild. So you're probably wondering, why are there only 4 titles? It seems like there's one missing. And you would be correct, because there is absolutely 100% one missing. That was Megabonk. Megabonk was one of the other debut indie games. And you want to know why? Because the developer, the one guy, that game was One Guide, who made that game, pulled himself out of the running because, I mean, he was being honest. He admitted that wasn't his first game he debuted he made. He's made previous games, and so he felt like he just didn't deserve to be nominated for the award. And so, like, holy crap, right? Like, how hard would it be for most people to be that humble and like do that, pull themselves out of a massive award show like this? That's crazy. So you know what? Amazing person to be able to do that. Honestly, I would have voted for best indie debut game, despite Clair Obscura being in this. Despite, I still would have voted for Megabonk because it was one guy. But he does put up a good point, because like he's not like, well, actually no, never mind. Yeah, no, my vote would have gone for Megabonk, because just like one guy making a game that blew up so well, and I really enjoyed Megabonk. It was a fun game. I would have voted for Megabonk, but we all know Clair Obscura is going to win this again. It's just going to. Again, this is the game that's going to clean up. It's going to sweep up every category, if not most categories, if not every category that it's in. Dispatch has also been really well received. I really want to play Dispatch. I still don't know if I want to stream it or if I want to play it off stream, because it is more like a TV show, and I kind of want to like be able to pay attention to the story more, and like, but I don't know. It's something I'm thinking about. Not something I'll get into now, but yeah, I really want to play Dispatch. Blueprints I'm also really curious about, although I'm not much of a puzzle person. I like its random generation, kind of like deck building-esque, like house building, like the room setting up in it. Hard to explain until you like see a trailer for it, but yeah, it's a heavy puzzle game. Heavy puzzle game. It does look like a lot of fun. I think it would be really fun to stream that game because of how stupid I am. So it'd just be really hilarious watching me fail horribly at trying to understand the puzzles. Despelot, was it? How is it pronounced? Is it Despelate? I don't know. Never even heard of this. Never even seen this. You know what? Let's actually look this up on Steam. What kind of game is that? I actually kind of want to get an idea of what it is. Oh, did I spell that wrong? Is it Despel? Oh, Despel. Okay. Despel. What? Dispatch would probably sweep this category? You think, Juan? Oh, interesting. I mean, it's definitely got a good chance because it has been really well received. People have been loving it. A lot of people have been streaming it. You know, there's a solid theory that he used to be a big YouTuber back then. Oh, you're talking about the Megabonk dev. Yeah. There's, dude, I've heard so many different rumors about who this mystery dev is behind Megabonk. And you know what? It's impressive, the fact that he's kept himself, like, maintained that mystery. Anyways, this game looks, I don't even know why this game is nominated. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's an audience for it, but like, I don't even, it looks like it's trying to tell a story. Like it's very artistic, but I don't know if it's really even worth a nomination. But I mean, hey, good job on getting nominated at least. Like that means something. So okay, so that's what that is. Yeah, it's Dispatch or Clair Obscura now. And my vote would have been Megabonk. It's not there anymore. I'm gonna go vote for and predict on Clair Obscura. The stutter of doom and despair. What are you talking about? I have a bit of a stutter sometimes. It's I used to really hate it, but after streaming a lot and just hearing my voice a lot more, like I also just never really liked my voice a lot either, but again, hearing that a lot more with through streaming has kind of made me like come to terms with it and like, you know what? I do actually kind of like it a little bit. It's all right. It's all right. But it's not cute, okay? It's not cute. It's just a subpar voice, all right? All right? All right, can we all agree on that? All right, cool. Let's move on. Best indie independent game. Okay. Got a bunch of choices here. 6 options. I'm sorry, Silksong, for covering you. You don't deserve that, but Silksong's going to win. Oh, wait. Clair Obscura is here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Ooh. Dispatch was great. Oh, did you play it as well, Krevin? This is really tough choice. Absalom. Let me just, you know what? Just to play it fair, let me look at Absalom. Let me just make sure I'm thinking of the right game here. Absalom. Oh, it's oh, it's that side-scroll beat 'em up. Oh, okay. I hate beat 'em ups. If there's one genre that I 100% hate with a passion, you know, but not nearly as much as sports, it's beat 'em ups. I do not like side-scroll beat 'em ups. I don't care about like the characters, the artwork, the story, all those that are usually exceptions for like making me play other genres that I'm not usually a fan of. Yeah, those could all be top notch, and I still would not. You could not get me to play a beat 'em up game. I just no. I do not like beat 'em up games. They're so they do not feel fun for me to play. And like this is coming from a person who grew up with them being like, you know, they were like there was loads of them in the arcade machines, like, you know, the Ninja Turtles one was really popular. There's the X-Men one. Like there were loads of beat 'em up games back in the day in arcades, and like I hate them. Anyways, that's again my opinion. My opinion. If you love them, great, happy for you. I don't like them. So Absalom not getting my vote. But the artwork, I will give it to them. The artwork looks good. But again, the artwork could be top notch, and it still wouldn't want to make me to play a beat 'em up game. Anyways, Ball Pit. I really want to play this game. I really, 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 really want to play this game. And I might even play this after I feel like I've played enough of Megabonk. This game looks like a lot of fun. I never really got into the whole like ball bouncing games all that much, but it's roguelite elements, its art style, it's pixely. It looks really, really good. And like there's even like some city building in it as well, which is kind of neat, which kind of like carries over into like the ball breaking aspect. So yeah, I will be playing Ball Pit at some point, 100%. Also, Digital Devolver, like they're just a solid publisher. They come out with so many great games like Cult of the Lamb. I love Cult of the Lamb. I still really want to play the Enter the Gungeon. I know that's one of their older titles, but I still really want to play that. That's on my list of games to play. Yeah, I think they do a fantastic job with their games, and Ball Pit looks like no exception. Again, Blueprints game I want to play, but I really don't think it's got any chance of winning against these big heavy hitters. Clair Obscura. Oh, I want Clair Obscura to win, but you know what? This might be another category that Hollow Knight or that Silksong is going to win. Hades 2, absolutely deserves to be in this category, but I don't think it'll win when put up against Silksong and Clair Obscura. Watch people play, really well done humor. Oh, with the yeah, with the dispatch. Yes, yes. I've personally been trying to maintain going in blind. Like I've seen the trailers. I already know it looks like something I want to play. I want to watch. It looks great. I've heard it's great. But I want to still experience it like like going into a TV show. I wanna watch it blind for the first time, or play it blind for the first time, like most things. It will happen. But yeah, so Clair Obscur is just, they did everything so right with this game, which is why I think it's going to clean up. Like, they brought all these highly talented, very devoted game developers together. I think, what was it, like 20 or 30, a team of 20 or 30 developers that made this game. And just like everything about it is so fucking good. And this is coming from someone who doesn't like turn-based RPGs. And like probably won't play this game because of that, but like I've watched people play it, and like I tried watching someone stream this game. Like that's how good this story was. I like, oh god, I'm tearing up thinking about it, because like the opening for this game was so good. It was fucking cinema. Like, and like the graphics, the music, the characters, the dialogue, like it's just, it all looks so really well done. And like games like this, I think are what all developers should strive to become. Like this game right here, I think, is a massive inspiration to what games should be. You know, sorry, you could see why I have a lot of faith in this game. Just look at what it's doing to me. And I've never even played, or probably won't play it, but like I want to watch it, but what I want to do is I want to watch a YouTube video where they basically just take all the important dialogue, cutscenes, and just put them all together in like an easy to watch, digestible video, because I do really want to see the story, more of everything. That's how I want to experience Clair Obscura. And you know what? I would not be surprised if they made a movie of this. Eventually make a movie. Now, you could say that's extremely risky, because we all know how like video game to movie adaptations go. It's atrocious how most of them go.
What's this?
Bro, oh my goodness, what? Neutral. Hi, buddy. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the sub. 6 months? Thank you. You're not breaking your All right, fair point. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, man. But welcome on in. You literally just missed me tearing up talking about Clair Obscur because of just how phenomenal this game is. Yeah, I cannot... yeah. More games need to be like... Basically what I'm saying is just more games need to be like Clair Obscur in terms of like its focus, its dedication, its attention to detail, its like the emotions and depth. Like, I don't know, it's again a work of art. It's like another one of those that I would just call a work of art. It would be up in a museum. It's one of those kind of games. You'll think you'll get Clair soon? Interesting. Please tell me what you think about it. I would love to hear your opinion, because I've never heard anything negative about this game at all. Not a single thing. Which is why I think Clair Obscura and everything else I've explained about it is just, this is what, and of course we're going to get into it again when we get into more categories with it. Like, I'm sorry if I talk too much about this game, but it's just, it deserves everything and more. I think it's going to win this category. I'm sorry, Silksong. I know the fans have been wanting you for 8 years, and you did a phenomenal job. Neutral. But, dang it. But like, yeah, my vote goes to Claire, and my prediction goes to Claire, even in this category. But I think Silksong would be very close behind. Silksong, easy second place. That's how I'll put it. Okay, all right. If Claire Obscura wasn't here, Hollow Knight, Silksong would have taken it. Yeah, what is that? What are we up to now? What is that? 1, 2, 3 predictions for Claire Obscura. Yeah. So far, and still more to come. Best community support. Recognize the game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game update patches. Oh, I mean, I would personally go with, you know what? These are really tough choices. So let me explain why. Also, Kaji emotional moment. I am a bit of an emotional kitty, aren't I? But I don't mind that. I think that's just more content for you guys, isn't it? I mean, let's be real here, okay? All right, let's. it's a win-win for both of us. Yeah, there we go. You know, the perfect snack. Oh, I see, with the cheese. Yeah, all right. Maybe I should go get some cheese. You know what? I should go get some cheese sticks. Yeah, I've been having meat sticks for snacks. I should also go get some cheese sticks. No, it's nice and adorable. Talking passionately feels very nice and genuine. Aw. And I'm sorry for sounding like a broken record, but like, I know it must be really weird that I talk so passionately about something that I've never played and say I will probably never play, but because I've deep dived into this game, I've watched a lot, people playing it, videos, music, like, yeah, you don't have to play a game to be heavily invested in it, is what I'm saying. So like, I'm very, very confident about that game. But anyways, I don't want to go off on another emotional tangent. Okay, best community support. Baldur's Gate 3, we all know how popular that game is. I mean, didn't this win Game of the Year like 2 years ago or something like that? Or at least it won like a bunch of awards in previous years. I know it did. It absolutely did. And deservedly so. It's a game I'll never play. But again, it's one of those games I can understand and see why it's so popular, because they put in so much care and attention to detail. They didn't muddle it up with like checkbox characters and like cringe dialogue and story, and like, they gave the players exactly what they wanted. They knew what audience they were gunning for, and so they did all the right things with it. But I think because it's already won so many awards, I don't know if it will win this one, because I don't know anything about the Final Fantasy, what was it, 14? I never played it. I've honestly kind of given up on MMOs because there's just never been a good MMO for years and years and years. The last one I went hard on was Black Desert. I played that game solid for 3 years, and like Genshin Impact, it was, oh my goodness, hi Mayor, hello, welcome on in, how you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream, buddy? What were you playing? Oh wait, let me guess, Sonic Rumble? Are you playing more Sonic Rumble, or Fortnite, or are you playing a new eating game? I saw you playing. Yeah, that's right. I was there when you were playing that put your hands up game or something like that. It was very cute, and honestly, I was really impressed by how big that game was. You were playing that for like 8 or 9 hours straight, or something ridiculous like that, and you two seemed like you were having a lot of fun. And I also was there for like when it was very buggy too, so I hope those get fixed, because it looks like a fun 2-player game. You're playing Sonic Rumble, yeah. Also playing Varon earlier. Wait, what is Varon? Hold up, let's take a look at this Varon. I always like to know what y'all are playing these days. You know, I wanna stay up to date. I wanna be cool and hip like all of you kids out there. Varon. Where is, did I already spell that wrong? I think I spelled that wrong. Voron. No, that's come on. Keyboard. Hello? Is it not on Steam? Is this not a Steam game? Or is it Voron? Is this it? Is this the one? This one? Okay. Help Lost Souls is Odin's Raven. Story-driven adventure. Fly Explore. An open world. Ooh, I like open worlds. Solve puzzles. Bro, this actually looks really cute. You know what? I would probably play this. And you know why? I'll tell you why. Because, like, okay, this also looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, like Odin's Raven, like that's pretty cool. The open world, good. But I played this one VR game when PSVR first came out, where you're actually playing from like a first person perspective of flying a bird, and that was really cool. That was probably one of the only VR games that I actually played a lot and put a lot of hours into. Anyways, what I'm getting at is that this looks like it's kind of got the same feeling. Of course, it's third person, it's not VR, but like, you know, it's got that sort of vibes going for it. And wait, what was the bird just doing? It's just flipping flopping everywhere. Anyways, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent here. Anyways, this looks like a really cute game. I hope you enjoyed playing that, Mare. I'll have to take a closer look at that one later. It's really nice. That's good. And I mean, it seems like you've been really enjoying Sonic Rumble a lot too. Did you get I think you have a whatchamacallit, like a like you got a thing going on with the devs, right? But like, do you play a lot of the Sonic games beforehand? I grew up playing some of the older Sonic games like on the Game Gear, but I never really got into any of the newer Sonic games. I think the newest one would probably have to be the one from the GameCube that had the Chow Garden, and I'll be honest, I put more time into the Chow Garden than I did in the Sonic game itself. Of course. The Chow Garden was just, it was a lot of fun. I like taking care of the chows and doing the little mini games, and it's just, I don't know. Yeah, you're in the content program thingy. Oh, cool. And the opposite, never played the older ones, but played the newer ones. Oh, interesting. Okay. I guess you're gonna be playing the Sonic Racing game as well, or have you played that one yet? Yeah, because, you know, I don't know if you saw, Mayor, but let's see, I think the Sonic Racing game is nominated in Best Sports Racing, and I actually predicted and voted for Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Though, actually, you know what? Now that I have a second look, it's probably gonna be like Rematch or like one of the realistic ones, probably. But I want Sonic Racing Worlds to win. And then they also got nominated in, I think, Best Family. Yeah, Best Family as well. But Sonic Rumble got nominated for Best Mobile Game. I didn't even know it was a mobile game, but I guess it makes sense. You haven't gotten Crossworlds? It's expensive? Oh shoot, it's probably one of those like $90 games. Heck. But, you played for 11 hours? Oh my god, crazy. That's insane. But that just means you guys were having a really good time. So that's awesome. I'm happy for you too. That's awesome. Um, but yeah, I went for Uma Musume for best mobile game because like it was really well received. It was really popular. It's a waifu game. Like, it's kind of hard to compete against waifu games. I know Sonic is a beloved series, but the waifus are a bit more niche in that one. Like, they do exist, but they're very niche. Cough, cough, furries, you know. uh, but yeah, I mean, yeah, at least Sonic's not being left out for nominations. Let's see, where were we again? Were we in independent? No, I just did this one. Right, we're into best community support. But yeah, thanks again so much for rating, Mayor. No worries if you need to dip and get some noms or rest up and whatnot. But otherwise, we're doing a bonus chatty stream, going through all the nominations. I'm making my predictions and seeing how many of these I'll guess correctly when the day finally comes on the awards. Gonna be streaming those awards on December 11th. Looking so forward to that. And I figured it'd be really fun to do something like this. And this has been a lot of fun. And I've been talking way too much. I'm so sorry if I keep going off on tangents and distractions. And this is honestly, I thought I would have been done an hour ago. I thought this would have been done so fast, but I just I keep talking. Anyways, I'm still talking. Let's welcome on in Raiders. For all y'all who don't know me, I'm Kaji Meow, a variety streamer, but we're doing some predictions for the gaming awards. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed Mayor's stream. Loved Mayor. They do a phenomenal job with their streaming and their Fortnite playing and all that. Guess I'll drop some socials here if I could spell it correctly. Wow. How do you spell socials again? There we go. There's an A. I knew there was an A. There you go for anyone interested. If you want to follow along this dorky derpy cat. That's the point of chatting streams. You know what? It's probably a part of that is probably because I'm really nervous because I don't do just chatting streams. I just don't, because I like if I feel like I have to force myself to talk about something, then I don't think I can. I know, I think it's just because this topic has a lot of content to go off on about. I think that's why it's a lot easier for me to be super chatty. But yes, I am also a little nervous because this is not something I normally do. I tend to focus on the game a lot, converse with chat, but otherwise I don't really go nuts about topics like some other streamers do. Anyways, I hope this has been a lot of fun. Anyways, again, getting distracted. Let's get back to best community support. So yeah, already talked about Baldur's Gate, Final Fantasy, Fortnite. I mean, Mayor. Look at this, Mayor. Fortnite is up for nominated. I think we all kind of saw that coming. Now, they are constantly coming out with updates, but let's be real here. They're probably one of the richest gaming companies out there now. They have the money to do whatever the heck they want with this IP. And the fact that they throw everyone's beloved IPs like a freaking Funko Pop game, it's easy for them to draw in a variety of players. But I don't know if they can beat out Helldivers or No Man's Sky. And here's why I think that. They literally do. It hurts sometimes. Dude, when I saw their horror update and they brought in Art the Clown. Now, do not go see Terrifier movies unless you can handle a lot of blood and gore. They are not for the faint of heart. Just but for someone who loves that kind of stuff like myself, I fucking love Art the Clown. He is one of my favorite horror characters in a slasher, or favorite slasher characters. Anyways, when I saw they put Art the Clown in Fortnite, I'm like, oh my god, I just kind of wanna maybe sorta, but no, not gonna do it. I already had the Epic installer on my computer once, never again. But it was really cool that they brought Art the Clown in, so that's really neat. Anyways, Helldivers, they listen to their community. They are extremely transparent. They are extremely communicative. They do a phenomenal job with that. I like the videos they do. They get into the nitty gritty. They go into the details. They're comedic. They're off the script. They're not like they're not professional, but they're also not like really really poorly unorganized or anything. They do the way they do their videos and their updates are just really good. And also they stick to the theme. They do a really phenomenal job with their advertising, their social media presence. And even when they introduce updates, they try and weave it into the narrative, the story, the lore, the world of Helldivers. That is all really freaking cool. And Helldivers is also just a really fun game and beloved game. I honestly am really sad I wasn't able to stream Helldivers that one time I scheduled it. So I need to go back and schedule a Helldivers 2 stream at some point, because I do have a lot of fun with this, but I just, again, it's one of those, you know, live service multiplayer games. It's always going, it's very time consuming, and I just don't have the time to really devote to a game like that, but I do really want to stream it at least once. No Man's Sky, though, this is a giant, because I don't know if anyone remembers how its release was, but it was a shit show. It was abysmal. Its release was like, it'll go on in the history books with how bad this game was when it first came out. It was not what people were told. It was like they expected one thing, they got something completely different. And the developers saw this and took it to heart 110%, a million percent. And they have done nothing but showing improvement upon improvement upon improvement. Free content after free content after free content. And now this game is extremely popular. Let me look at this on SteamDB, because I'm actually really curious now. No Man's Sky. Like, the comeback this game has done is like Cyberpunk, but times 10. It's bananas. So yeah, let me see. I'm just curious. Let's see what this looks like. So like, this game has been around for a while. So in some aspects, this doesn't, you know, at first glance doesn't look too impressive. You can see when it first released, obviously the way the game was explained, how it was sold, how it was marketed, people were expecting like phenomenal things. And it just didn't deliver on a lot of it. It fell very short of what it was trying to be. And so the developers slowly and surely went to improve upon that and turn it into the game that it was in fact marketed to be. And they did a really good job. And you can see, you know, with each new content release, they got some peaks. But look at it where it's at now at the very end. This is the most popular it's been compared to like its last second largest peak. The first one doesn't really count because, like I said, when it first released, people are expecting a lot. Now I can understand a lot of people were very hurt, and even to this day don't want to touch it because of how misled they were. Rightfully so, but you cannot. You cannot. What am I trying to say here? You cannot ignore how much the developers have done to turn things around. They've done a phenomenal job in that. And you know what? I think they absolutely deserve praise and nominations for that. So you know what? I think that's why I think No Man's Sky has a very good chance in this category. And if I had to vote, my vote is actually split between Helldivers and No Man's Sky. But which one's going to win? That's the real question. Nice, Scrappy. Hello. Sorry if I didn't see you there earlier. As you can tell, I have been a very chatty catty. This has been literally the entire stream. I thought I was going to end this like an hour ago, but it's just been like tangent after like I probably don't show it as much, but like I am I especially with streaming, I've gotten very a lot more involved in video games. And also just talking about this stuff is a lot of fun. Anyways, I hope you're having a good one. We're just going through all the nominees and picking what I think is going to win, predicting on the winners, and when I stream the awards on the 11th, we're going to see how correct I was on a lot of these, and I'm really excited for that. I cannot wait. I love the Game Awards. They're a lot of fun, and I think Jeff Keighley does a phenomenal job at it. He is such a wonderful host, though some would say he's a bit of a Sony sellout, and I can see why. I can see why. I'm kind of mixed on that. Like, personally, I don't think that robot game from last year should have won. I think Wukong, Myth Wukong should have won Game of the Year last year. But that's a whole other discussion. Um, anyways, I think I think I would vote. I think I'll admit I'll be biased. I think I would pick Helldivers just because it is a game that I have played a bunch in. Um, but don't ignore what I've just explained with No Man's Sky. They did a phenomenal job. I think either No Man's Sky or Fortnite's going to win it because I mean, Fortnite's just a giant, and everyone else in this category is small fries in comparison. Let's face the facts here. I man, like I want Helldivers or No Man's Sky to win, but this is predictions. This is predictions. So I think I'm gonna play the safe card. I'm gonna play the safe choice and go with Fortnite. Oh boy. But it feels wrong. It feels wrong. Okay. I don't feel good about this. But I think that's what's gonna win this category. But it wouldn't get my vote, okay? That's the important part. That's it's okay, next category. What do we got next? Best ongoing. Okay, so we got a lot of similar games here. You're surprised to see me still alive. Yeah, I know. This is like normally a day off for me, and like I said, I thought it was gonna be done like in an hour, 2 hours. But yeah, I'm so invested in this, and honestly, the awards are just such a fun event for me. And after streaming them for the very first time last year, it's like I want to get into them more, and just get more involved, and that's why I'm doing this bonus stream today and going through all the nominees because I think this is a lot of fun. Um, Heck. Oh my god. No. Oh, I completely forgot to do something. Oh, there's a friend of mine who's also very, very invested in the Game Awards, and I meant to message him that I was going to be streaming this so he could so they could very well be involved. Let me just sorry, pause. Let me just poke him, let him know I'm doing this. Um, blah blah blah. Um, yeah, streaming now, talking about the Game Award nominees and making my predictions. So if there we go. Okay. Oh, it'd be such a treat if that friend of mine showed up, because they also give a lot of really really good, a lot of um um input. What's the word I was gonna say? Uh the word is escaping me. Um, Passionate, very passionate input. Yes. So We'll see if that friend pops in later. But okay, so best ongoing. Award for game, outstanding development of ongoing content. This is where I'm gonna give it to No Man's Sky. What's the new one they added? Oh, Marvel Rivals. Okay. Now Marvel Rivals is an impressive game. Honestly, if I were actually into these kind of games, I would in fact be playing Marvel Rivals over Fortnite. Actually, you know what? If I were playing these games, and this is a massive, gigantic if, as in like it's never going to happen, but you know, in an alternate universe, if I played these kind of games, like Fortnite does have a lot of really appealing skins and characters, and especially they have a lot of furry characters, especially some very yummy ones. But Marvel Rivals is hella nerdy. Now I still prefer DC over Marvels. That's a massive discussion in of itself. But Marvels, the way what they've done with Rivals, I think is really good because the character design I think is peak. I think the characters, the way they've made the heroes look in Marvel Rivals is probably the coolest they've ever looked. Especially some of like the alternate costumes too. Like I've seen a bunch of people play Marvel Rivals, and like it does look like a lot of fun. But yeah, in this universe, Kaji, I will never be playing those kind of games. But you know, I could definitely understand why it would be nominated. But I'm going to go give my vote for No Man's Sky. And I think my prediction is also going to be No Man's Sky for this one, for best ongoing, because as I mentioned earlier, every single bit of content they've been doing has been improving, has been an improvement upon improvement upon improvement, more and more and more and more and more good content, and it's all free. It's all free. It's all free. Exactly. So like you will hardly any companies out there you would see doing massive expansion sized content releases for free. Yeah, so anyways, that is going to be No Man's Sky for that category. For best ongoing. Okay, games for impact. I don't know anything about any of these. Actually, no, that's not true. South of Midnight, I mean, this one, South of Midnight, actually had a decent amount of marketing. So I did see some South of Midnight. It had a very interesting art direction. Like it's like they went with like stop motion. Like they gave it a bit of a stop motion, not so much claymation, but definitely stop motion look to it, which is kind of neat. And it delves into some of the like, oh gosh, I don't really know how to explain it, but like some folklore of African Americans in you know America, as far as I'm aware. Lost Record, I think this is kind of similar to those other like psychic games where like you're a teen with like psychic abilities. There were a couple of them. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but this seems like it was kind of doing the same or something similar, but with like 4 characters and some weird thing going on. Despelode, I looked that up on Steam. It doesn't really look. I mean, it probably tells a good story, but I don't know. Not something I would play. Consumi looked really silly. I was legit really curious about this. It's a unique art style. It does look really silly, but like a lot of these I just don't know if are really big games. Wonderstop looked cute. This looked like one of those cozy games. But yeah, this isn't really a category that I've paid too much close attention to. Keep in mind too that a lot of stuff they're developing now is likely going to appear in Light No Fire when that releases. Oh my god, Scarpy. Yes. Oh. So this I mean, it sounds like you and me both have like similar Frick. Thoughts? No. Like predictions, I guess. On no, not predictions either. What's the word? Basically, it sounds like you and me both think that they're using No Man's Sky as a way to make Light No Fire a phenomenal game. Basically, what they wanted No Man's Sky to be out the gate, but then for Light No Fire to be like that, but like actually that when it first releases. Basically, Light No Fire, for those of you who don't know, is No Man's Sky's developer's next game. It's like, okay, so sorry, brain fart. No Man's Sky. You could see how being super chatty is frying my brain. Oh my, I do not do this often enough, people. I'm sorry. Okay, so No Man's Sky is like the entire galaxy. It's got hundreds of thousands of planets in it. You can go to each and every single one of those planets. Its focus is space, planet exploration, that sort of thing. Light No Fire is their next game. It's going to basically focus on a single planet, but it is 1-to-1 scale of planet. That's what they're attempting to do. And now, with their experience and what they've learned from No Man's Sky, I think everything they're doing with No Man's Sky, they're basically using as a way to learn, test, and see how things play out in No Man's Sky. If people like, if they like this thing or what they don't like, what they're adding to No Man's Sky, they'll basically try and carry it over into a way to make it make sense in Light No Fire. And Light No Fire isn't futuristic. It's more like grounded in like fantasy medieval type, like you're starting building wood structures, stone structures, that sort of thing. Oh, right, biggest detail though for all y'all, of course, very important, it's furry. You play furry characters, you play animal characters, so that is also going to be a big important selling point for furries especially. I mean, they didn't have to go that route, but they did, and so that's really cool. So look forward to that. Light No Fire, take a look at it. Hopefully with everything they've learned with No Man's Sky, Light No Fire is going to be amazing. It is my number one wish listed game. I cannot wait for Light No Fire. Yeah, I'm very stoked. You fell asleep and your phone died and your stream was late to pick up in your oh no. Well, I hope you had a good nap regardless though. You think in Corvette update for No Man's Sky they straight up said it's a system originally developed for the ship's planning for Light No Fire. Yeah, okay, yep, no, that makes sense. It makes sense because now you can like build ships, right? And now in Light No Fire you're gonna want to build like actual boat ships. And probably, I don't know if they're getting into like technology in No Man's Sky. I think they are gonna cut it off at like slightly past medieval era of like technology, but I don't think they're getting into like electronics. At least that's what yeah, because there's dragons in it, there's magic in it. Yeah, they're going for a high fantasy theme in No Man's Sky, or in Light No Fire, which is my all-time favorite genre and theme, high fantasy. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for that. I really hope it is as amazing as No Man's Sky has become to be, from what I've heard from people. Also, hi Opossum, welcome on in, buddy. Welcome. You didn't know it has furries? They don't really zoom in on the characters in the trailers, but if you do take a close look at, like, just go back to all the trailers and look at the characters. There's bunnies. Now, this might also be a detractor to some furries. The animals aren't like cartoony anthropomorphic. They're more like, Leoka, I'm not while I'm talking. What the heck? Why? But what was I talking about? The furry characters. Okay, yeah. So, it's not like a cartoony, cute, furry style. It's more like Watership Down, very realistic, grounded animals. Like, I guess Zootopia, but still not as cartoony. It's basically like if you just put the animals on their hind legs and dressed them up in clothes. That's basically what they look like in it. But that's still furry. That's still anthropomorphic. So, like it or hate it, it's furry. So that's cool. That's really cool. And I hope you can be a cat. If I can't be a cat in that game, I will riot. I will 100% riot. I will be the angry Karen on social media and demand they add a playable cat in that game. Anyways, totally got off topic here. Games or Impact. I think it's going to be South of Midnight. That seems to me like that got the most attention and the most positive reviews that I know of, that I'm aware of. So I'm just gonna go with that. South of Midnight. Although I would probably vote for Wonderstop because Wonderstop did look cute. But yeah, South of Midnight definitely looked like it had a lot of detail, a lot of depth put into it. And they were trying something really new with its like stop motion style animation, which is pretty cool. So Games for Impact, whoops, go there. Okay, next up we have Innovation and Accessibility. Now this one, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but let's see. Recognizing software under hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played, enjoyed by an even wider audience. Okay. So I guess that's basically like all the accessibility features in games. I mean, yeah, okay, it's in the title. Makes sense. Like that one game you can totally remember the name of. Get on PC so you can wait for the cat mod. Oh yeah, no, 100% getting Light No Fire on PC for sure. Overgrowth is the game you're thinking of? Overgrowth. What is Overgrowth? And wait, what's the context of thinking about Overgrowth? Was it when we were talking about the last category or with No Man's Sky? Overgrowth. I guess I'll know when I see it. No way! No way! Was it Scrappy? Dude, I remember when this game was called Lugaru. Do you remember when this game was just in like early development and it was just called Lugaru? Y'all remember that? I mean, probably not, because this was like a long time ago. Anyways, this seemed like this game had potential. Like physics-based combat as rabbits. And it looks like, you know what, I guess I probably stopped following along because yeah, when you said Overgrowth, I did not know what you were talking about at all. I didn't even know this came out. So, you know what? I'm really happy to see that they turned it into something solid. And look at that, they even have very positive reviews. So, oh my god, they have a cat. Wait, oh, okay, you know what? Wish listed. This could be a cat game. Even though I play a bunny, there's cats in it. It's furry. And like I said, I knew it when it was in its baby form as Lugaru. So I'm a little curious to see like how polished this has become. Anyways, that's really cool. Thanks for bringing that up, Scroppy. That was a blast from the past. Like literally, instantly I saw the rabbits. Boom! That memory just blew up in my head. Otherwise, I would never have remembered that in my entire life. That's crazy. Wild. You remember an old Nerd 3 video on it too? Yeah, the Google bunny fighting game. Might have to check it out again. Yeah, so that's cool that they actually turned it into a game. Anyways, okay, back on topic. Innovation for accessibility. So, I mean, I don't really pay close attention to accessibility features. I mean, I'm sure they all had some really cool, unique, useful accessibility features. It's kind of hard to, like, as someone who doesn't really need them, although I do use some. Like in Borderlands, I know I have like some features in use, but I feel like this is one of those categories where I just don't really have an opinion. So I would just be guessing completely blind. What is sign in to vote? Oh my god. I'm an idiot. That's Adamfall. Okay. Oh my god, my brain is so fried right now. Okay, Adamfall, yes. Okay, I know Adamfall. It looked like they were trying to be another Fallout game, first person action RPG. Actually, I don't know if it had deep RPG mechanics into it, but it was definitely like first person shooter, post-apocalyptic. Um Guys, who would you vote on in this category? You know what? I'm actually curious. Which one of these would you vote on for this? Because I have no idea. I don't even know what to predict for this one. Like Assassin's Creed was okay. It kind of had mixed reviews. I think if statistics were correct, I think it was actually one of their worst received Assassin's Creed games to date, which makes me so sad because I loved the earlier Assassin's Creed games, and I dreamed of the day for a feudal Japanese Assassin's Creed game, because it's like peanut butter and jelly. The two go together. They're meant to be. And it finally happened, and then it's like they kind of dropped the ball in some areas. Um I'll probably still play it at some point because this is just what I wanted. But I don't know if it'll be as good as I had hoped, because yeah, from what I've heard, what I've seen, it's just they didn't do as good as what they should have, what you would come to expect from, like, Assassin's Creed 2 and Black Flags. Like those two I think are their most popular Assassin's Creed games. And I played 2. I played the frick out of 2. I'm pretty sure I 100% 2 if I remember correctly. I collected everything in that game, and that game went hard on collectibles. A bit, some would say too much into collectibles, and that's probably a reason why a lot of people don't like the Assassin's Creed games, because there's so many useless collectibles. Oh, no, wait, that's right. The Viking one I heard was also well received. They did a good job on the Viking one. I do also really want to play the Viking one. Even though it's less stealth and more action, I'm okay with that. That's fine. Their combat was a lot of fun, so I'd still be down to play those. Doom probably. Total guesses. You haven't seen anything or heard anything about accessibility for them. Yeah, like this isn't really a topic that's like commonly talked about. So you can imagine it's a hard topic for a lot of people to kind of like fully understand. As the auditory was your last Assassino. Yes. Yeah, I loved Assassin's Creed 2. They did such a good, like, it was such an improvement upon the first Assassin's Creed. Are they referring to accessibility in terms of disabilities, like colorblind mode or whatever? Yes, like things like that, like colorblind, easier controls. One example is like turning like spiders in games into something less scary for those with arachnophobia. Things that just make games easier to understand and to play for those who can't always quite follow along, either through physical or mental reasons. Yeah, I think that's the best way of putting it. So yeah, just features and options that help more people play the games. You don't know what you'd vote. None of these games you've heard of anything about accessibility. Normally, a game being easier to access for people because of specialized peripherals to let them play. Very few settings in games that help. Yeah, like I think if they like, I know what you're getting at with like, what was it? Specialized peripherals. I think that would be a category in of itself, because like I've seen some really impressive like controllers and ways for like people who are like paralyzed to play games and stuff like that. Heck, I mean, we're already in the future now. People can play video games with their mind. It's already happening. It's happening, and it's only going to get better. Like, that's really freaking cool. So I think they're just keeping it simple in like the options you can do in the game. Nothing outside of the game itself. So nothing like like, you know, controllers or add-ons or you know, that sort of stuff. Well, like difficulty, accessibility, visual help. Yeah, like visual stuffs for sure. Okay, so yeah, you all are essentially in my same seat on this. Is like, it's just all right. You know what? Assassin's Creed, because I'm biased. Because I'm a weeb, and I will eventually play it at some point. So I'm just gonna go with Assassin's Creed on this one. We will see. You know what? I could also see Midnight doing it as well. The South of Midnight. All right, what do we got next? Apparently the game started to stray from books and stuff. That's why it started to fall off a bit. Wait, what? Wait, started to stray off from books. Wait, are you talking about the Assassin's Creed? Those aren't based off books, are they? I always thought that was just its own standalone video game IP. No way it's based on... Hold up. I've never heard anything about them being based on books. Let me just do a quick Google here. Are Assassin's Creed games based on books? Internet says no. The game is based on books, I'm pretty sure. You're probably thinking of a different series then. Because yeah, the Assassin's Creed video games are not based on books, but the first game was inspired by the... Okay. I guess this is probably what you were thinking of. It says here the first game was inspired by the novel Almut by Vladimir Bartol. Assassin's Creed franchise also has a series of tie-in novels. So I think the novels came after the games, as like maybe in-betweens or something. But yeah, it seems like the first game started as being inspired by a novel, but then, you know, they just went ham with the series in a very predictable manner. Because like, hey, Assassin's in like this part of the world at this time period. Heck, we can do that with so many other time periods and part of the worlds. So let's just do that. So I think you're half right on that. But you know what? I didn't know about that. That's cool. That's interesting to learn about. I wonder how popular that book is. And you gotta head to bed. Have fun pontificating on the rest of the categories. Okay, Scrappy. Thanks so much for popping in and saying hi and chilling for a little bit. I hope you have yourself a good eep. Okay, so we're into best performance. Now this is another category I don't really pay too close attention to. Like, I probably pay closer attention to like actors and actresses in movies. But when it comes to voice acting, I'll be honest, Troy Baker's the only one I really know the name of right off the bat, because you know he's very well known in the anime community. And of course, you know, I'm a big weeb, although I don't watch anime with English voices, because that's sacrilege. I'm still very well aware that he voices a lot of anime characters. Wait. Oh my god, Charlie Cox, wait. Dude, that's Daredevil. That's Daredevil. Oh my god. Dude, I love the Daredevil series. Okay, well actually, to be fair, the first... Was it 2 or 3 seasons? Basically before Daredevil, or Disney got their hands on Daredevil. Now, I have watched the Disney Daredevil, and they did an okay job with it, but no, the original like first 2 or 3 seasons of Daredevil before Disney got their hands on it, was really freaking good. It was really freaking good. So that's cool. I didn't know this guy did voice acting for video games. I almost want to just straight up vote for this dude. Now you'll notice there's 3 Claire Obscura choices. That's insane. And probably for those who have played Clair Obscura and know more about the characters and the voice actors even, probably make this a really, really hard choice. If I knew what characters they played, that would probably help me figure it out more. Because I'm sure one of these are more of a main character than others. Because I know there's definitely some beloved characters in 33. Erika Ishii, she has been doing a good job with Yotei as I have been playing it. But if I wasn't, I'm gonna be real with you, chat. If I wasn't streaming Ghost of Yotei, I'd actually be playing it in the Japanese voice with subtitles. But I feel with the English, it's just a lot easier for everyone to watch it. And I heard Troy Baker did a phenomenal job doing Indiana Jones. I'm sorry, I got zero opinion on Silent Hill F. I never played any of the Silent Hill games. Maybe she's a popular voice actress for some anime, so like that could definitely gain some notoriety there. But I think one of the Clair Obscura actors is going to take this one. I'm gonna go with, I think my vote and prediction is gonna go for Charlie Cox. Oops. Uh-oh. What did I do? Let's do that again. Borked my copy pasta. There we go. All right, we'll see. If not Charlie, then probably one of the other two Clair Obscura characters. And actually, you know what? Just to solidify that, I'm doing this. I'm making it smaller just to show you that I'm not like cheating. My prediction is Charlie, but my sub prediction is going to be one of the other two. My second and third choices here. There we go. Okay, brilliant. This is my show. I can do whatever the heck I want. Okay, next category. We're almost there, chat. We're almost there. Can you believe it's been 3.5 hours? Oh my god, I can't. Best audio design. I mean, Yotei has wonderful music, beautiful music. Death Stranding, the first Death Stranding had a phenomenal playlist. There are so many songs from that game that I just love listening to on my own. And a couple of them even bring me to tears. Like, there are some really good songs in Death Stranding. So I would imagine Death Stranding 2 would be no exception because Kojima is just, he's a god among men when it comes to developers. He just picks all the right stuff. I am confident that he's picked another great soundtrack for Death Stranding 2. God, I can't wait to play that game. Clair Obscura, though, I think is still going to win it. You could say bias, sure, that's fair, but you know what? Let me just show you. I can prove it to you. Okay, so we're going to YouTube, and then we'll search up Death Stranding 2 soundtrack. Let's see. So we got like 30K views there, 1.9, 377k. Low Roar, yes. These guys have phenomenal music. Please look up Low Roar. One of their songs I absolutely adore. Oh wait, whoops, sorry, this is first Death Stranding. But like you could still see like the Death Stranding had a phenomenal soundtrack, and you can like 377k, that's a lot of people who love the music. But yeah, Death Stranding 2, yeah, the biggest one they have here is 30k views. So now if we bring up, let's see, next one, let's check out Ghost of Yotei soundtrack. Okay, we're getting a little bigger. We got 77k views here, 16k, 26k. Decent numbers, decent. I mean, both very beautiful music. I would love to vote for these, but then just hold on, okay? Hold on. Clair Obscur 33 soundtrack. 10 million. 357k thousand, like 357k. 81k. But yeah, the big one, 10 million, okay? They're going to win this. 100%. No competition for them whatsoever. It's a done deal. So I feel very, very bad for Death Stranding and Ghost of Yotei that they had to go up against this behemoth in absolutely gorgeous music. But you know what, they deserve it. If you've listened to the Clair Obscur music, you probably understand. If you haven't, do yourself a favor and listen to that game's music, because it is so beautiful. God dang it. just oh my god, just the main tune going through my head. It's such a good song. And again, for perspective, this is coming from someone who hasn't played the game but only watched others play it, and it still has this effect on me. That is powerful. That is powerful stuff. So yeah, definitely go listen to Clair Obscur music, because once you do, you will understand that they are there's no way they're not winning that. Why am I like this? Anyways, best score music, I think it's gonna be Clair Obscur again. Wait. Oh, I'm a big dummy. Okay, audio design is actually different from music. Sorry. But you know what? I'm just gonna go with Clair Obscur anyways. For that one. Best score music. It's this is where I should have freaked out. But yeah. I don't need to re-explain. Clair Obscur. There we go. Next, best art direction. Okay, so this one's a little bit more balanced, especially compared to the last category. Just a little bit though, just a little bit. Like Silksong, really beautiful for a game done by two people. Hades 2, they stick to that very unique art style. I love it. That was one of the reasons why I absolutely wanted to play Hades 2, because of its art. Ghost of Yotei, I mean, how many times have I said the word beautiful playing this game already? I don't know, I lost track. But I take photos of this game, okay? I don't do that with any other game. This is the only video game, this and Ghost of Tsushima is the only game I've ever actually taken screenshots, because I'm just like, That's beautiful. So I really want to vote on Ghost of Yotei. Death Stranding as well does a phenomenal job. Their environments now Death Stranding 1 was a bit more bare bone in their environments, but that's because I think of like the whole walking simulator. They didn't want to like muddle it up with too much detail to make like the walking a little harder to like know where to go, to find your paths, etc. Like I think there's only a couple of areas that have trees, but otherwise you're like in the hills, in the mountains, in the rocky parts, right? But it was still beautiful. It was still beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I don't think Death Stranding has this. Now, of course, art direction doesn't also mean also doesn't just mean environments. Of course, there's so many other aspects to this. So like the design, the creativity behind it. It is a very unique work of art. The first one. Now, I mean, of course, I've never played Death Stranding 2, but I just have that much trust in Kojima. I think he probably did what Death Stranding 1 was and improved upon it. I said it again, said it before, say it again. I really cannot wait to play Death Stranding 2. It will happen. But Clair Obscura. This is a game developed by 20, if not 30 people, a small French developer team. And have you seen this game? Like, this looks like AAA graphics cranked up to 11. And like, it's so beautiful. It is, it's phenomenal looking. It's so gorgeous. They nail everything about this. The atmosphere, the vibes, the environments, like the enemies, the characters, the like everything looks so like the attack moves. Have you seen some of the attacks in this game? It's like Dragon Ball Z on crack. It's so fucking cool. French? No. Let's not go there. Okay, that's just... No way Ghost of Yotei doesn't take best art. Kisagi, like, I want... this is one of those really hard categories where I want everyone to win. I want everyone to win so bad. And you know what? My vote would still go for Clair Obscura. But, if Clair Obscura wasn't here, my vote would go for Ghost of Yotei. Okay? So, first choice, Clair. Second choice, Ghost. Third choice, Death. Fourth, Hollow. Fifth, Hades. That's my order of votes. My personal opinion. But yes, Ghost of Yotei has so much beauty in it. But Clair Obscura, vote-wise, Clair Obscura is going to win this. Hands down. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm putting it up there. But if Ghost of Yotei or Death Stranding, or really any of these other games win this category, I'm not going to be disappointed. Because I know Clair Obscura is already going to win a bunch of other awards. So, you know, it's only fair that the other games try and win something. Man, how many Clair Obscura votes are we up to now? 3, 4, 5, 6. Soon to be 7. Maybe even... Actually, no, it's probably going to be 10 by the end of this. It's such a soft spot for Ghost of Yotei and Tsushima. Kisagi, I do too. I loved Tsushima so much. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I said this is the only video game that has ever made me want to actually actively take photos in it, use its photo mode and everything. I even went so far as to do, like, you can look these up on my Twitter. I did, I made, the Japanese poems. Shoot, the name is escaping me, but I basically made Japanese poem for for all of the photos I took from Tsushima. Now, I haven't really done that so much with Yote because I'll be real with you, I'm a lot more distracted streaming it, you know, with chat and whatnot. Like I really would love to, but and you know, I gotta, you know, stay focused on the main story. I can't really take my time and do that. I would still really like to try and at least do that a couple of times. But yeah, that's why I haven't done it as much as I did with Tsushima. But yes, I love Tsushima. I'm loving Yote. So if they win that category, I will not be disappointed. I will be very happy for them. It's well deserved. But what I think is going to happen is going to be Clair Obscura, whether or not I like this game. I think Clair Obscura is going to win it. Am I missing out by not playing it? So yes. And that's coming from someone who will admittedly say I still won't play because I dislike JRPG games that much. I know it's not a JRPG, it's an FRPG. I don't like turn-based combat in my RPGs. I don't. It's the same thing for beat 'em ups. It's one of those gameplay genres that I cannot stand playing. I don't find any enjoyment of it. It's very boring to me. There's no excitement. No, like, yeah, I don't like turn-based combat, and Clair Obscura is heavily turn-based, so I will not play myself, but I would still absolutely go out of my way to tell everyone else, if you can handle the turn-based combat, play it. What I really would like to see is a YouTube video that basically just showcases all the story bits of that game and just puts it into like one long movie. I will 100% watch like a 15-20 hour video if it means I get to enjoy the entire Clair Obscura story. I will. Absolutely. But yeah, I just know because of its gameplay I wouldn't have fun playing it, but I know I would absolutely enjoy its story and everything else about it. Anyways, sorry, again, I'm getting into a tangent there. But yeah, there we go. Hopefully that explains it enough. Love BT3, so in game it's about time you buy Clair Obscura, it looks like. Oh, well, there you go. Baldur's Gate 3, yes, is turn-based, though it's, you know, plays a little differently because it's a lot more open in terms of its like battlefields and choosing how your characters move around and stuff. Whereas like Obscura is like you're straight up just, it's a JRPG but made by French people. But yeah, if you're okay with that, yes, play it. You will not regret it. Anyways, okay, best narrative. I mean, I don't want to sound like a broken record. It's going to be Clair Obscura again. It has my vote. It had my prediction. As creative as Death Stranding is, I think because of how obscure it is harder for some people to get into. It is very, very heavily artistic. And like I think I mentioned earlier when I played the first Death Stranding game, like I loved it, but there were even something that I was confused about. But I loved it. So, and Ghost of Yote, as much as I love Ghost of Yote and Tsushima, I think I still like Tsushima story-wise more than Yote. Although there have definitely been moments that have gotten, you know, pulled my heartstrings in Yote. And I cannot wait to play more. I cannot wait. Like the reunite, when she reunited with her brother, sorry, apologies, spoilers, that was really well done. That made me shed a couple of tears. Sorry. Just thinking about that scene. Okay, so yeah, they did a good job with Yote. Kingdom Come Deliverance, it sounds like they did a really good job with it, but I don't know if it's like it's really that deep or emotional. I think they put a lot more emphasis and focus on the attention to detail in presenting a believable medieval world with, you know, historical accuracy and all that. But I think the characters and the story and the narrative really didn't have much going for it. Comparatively. It's probably still great, like, on its own, but when you compare it to these other ones, I don't think it really comes close. And then Silent Hill, I unfortunately can't really give that much of an opinion on. Again, I've never played any of the Silent Hill games. I have no interest in playing any of the Silent Hill games. This is cool that I think if I've been paying close enough attention to, the Silent Hill is the first one that actually takes place in Japan, which is crazy because Silent Hill has always been a Japanese game. But this is their first one actually taking place in Japan, so like that's cool. But I don't know anything about the story. I don't know if it's any good. I've never even heard if it's been good or bad. So so Clair Obscura gets my vote, gets my prediction again for this category. Apologies to Death Stranding and Ghost of Yotai. If they somehow win this category again, I'm gonna be a little salty, but I'm gonna be very happy for them because I still think they deserve some recognition in that department. Whoops! Ooh, small. There we go. Okay, best game direction. I don't really fully understand what they mean by that. Every single person you know who saw Clair for the first time when it was announced went, "What AAA studio is this?" And then found out it was Indian Freaked. If Clair doesn't sweep of the awards, I fear for the show hosts. Yes. So, yeah, if Clair, I'm with you on this one. And you know what? Call me conspiracy brain. But like, if Clair doesn't sweep these awards, win most of them, I will call rigged. I will absolutely call rigged. All right. There's just no way that Clair doesn't get away with at least half of these awards. At least half. And that's being generous, okay? So yeah, that's sounds like you and me, Nine, are kind of think of the same thing. Sights and sounds, flowing lights, crowns growing. Are you just glowing? Wait, what was that? Oh, haiku. Wait. Sights and sounds flowing. The lights and crowns growing. Are you... you are just glowing. Okay, so the lights and crowns growing is 6. You're missing one syllable there, Ender, but you were very close. The first line and the third line both had 3, or both had the 5. So you're getting it. You're getting closer there. Guess it's by browser being weird. Game direction equals how the story plot flows. Yeah, let's see. Okay, sorry. I should just what did I say? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, so awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. So I guess like Split Fiction is back for this one. Interesting. I still got to give it to Clair, because if you do know anything about the story going on with this, they nailed a really good topic for their narrative. Basically, like, oh man, how to nutshell this? I'm almost afraid to give a bit of a nutshell synopsis of it, because I don't want to accidentally explain things poorly or something and give the like a wrong impression. But if you just like Google a synopsis, it's I think the topic they picked for it, like, it has something to do with age, and growing older, and like the fear of all that. I think that's what it touches on, like, artistically wide, and the way they portrayed it in that game. Damn it! Again, really phenomenal. Oh my god! Like when the game first opens up, they just get right into it. They explain exactly what's going on. The ceremony that they have is beautiful. And when I was watching a friend play this, he just started playing it, and so I got to watch the opening, and I was crying just like this watching it. It was so well done. Ugh. And so I just I can't. I'm sorry. I just and so yeah, you can understand why I want this game to win hands down. It deserves to win and everything. It's just they did such a phenomenal job with it. Claire really sweeping. I mean, it will. It will. I would bet my entire life savings on that. That's how confident I am in it. Uh, sorry. I really am simping over this game, aren't I? Jeez. I cannot wait till I get to actually watch the whole thing in full. I really can't. And you know what? After the stream, I just haven't had the time to do it. But I'm gonna look up on YouTube and see if anyone has like actually made like a giant YouTube video with just like all the cutscenes, the story bits, like everything just like clumped together in a watchable way so you can know what's going on and understand and not have to like play the game. 'Cause yeah, I want to see it to its fullest. Geez. We did it for an RPG last year. We can do it again this year. Does the cat need to play Puffer Hugs? No, I'm good, Serby. I'm good. I'm sorry. You could probably hear all this through your wall. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just very, very. This game makes me very emotional because they did that good of a job. Okay, I'm fine. Hey, Blue Jay. How you going? How you doing, buddy? Welcome on in. Sorry, I'm just picking up the pieces after I just fell apart trying to explain Claire Obscura for like the 10th time. It's just they did such an amazing job with that game. Um, do I want to bite a Five Guys poutine? Yes, but let me do this after stream. Actually, I'm kind of on a I'm just like my head is in the game. So I want to just we're almost done. We're almost done. Probably like another 10, 15, 20 minutes. And then I'll come nom some poutine. Thank you for that. Uh, yeah, all these games look pretty good. Dang it. Why am I like this? Jay, have you played Claire Obscura at all? Do you know what I'm going through right now? Can you relate with this? If you can't, it's fine. It's no problem. I'm just curious. I'm just really curious. Even not, but your brother says it's good. Okay. Yeah. Like I might just like release oh my goodness. I might just release like a YouTube video of like all the times I was just talking about Claire Obscura just for the memes. I don't know. Anyways, best game direction again. I'm giving it to Claire Obscura. They're going to win this. But again, this is not the big prize. This is not the winner take all. So if they don't win that category, it's going to be either Death Stranding 2 or Ghost of Yotei. I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be fine if either of these two win that. Because those two are also very, very phenomenal games. And thank you for the petties. Okay. Here it is, though. For all the marbles, the GOTY for Game of the Year, the one who's gonna win it all. I think you could all. I think you all know exactly which one I'm going to pick. I mean, I don't need to. I've already been pulling out the tissue explaining why. It's actually kind of crazy to see Donkey Kong Bonanza on this list. I think because they just needed to put like a Nintendo title on this list. legit, no joke. I seriously think that's why they put that there, is just because, you know, these 5 games have been nominated so many times, they had to put a Nintendo game in there. Uh, so, you know what? Good job, Bonanza, but you have no chance. Now, Ninetales, I think you're crazy for it, but not entirely so. I think Silksong definitely has a chance to win it, but Clair Obscura, man, Clair Obscura is just, they've done so much with so little. They've shown the world what an indie development team can do when you have so much care and dedication and, like, what was the word I used? Drive? No. Oh, dang it. Dang it. What's the word I used? But like they just, passion. So much passion. You can see it in the game. How much passion they had with a game made by gamers for gamers. Like, they knew exactly what they wanted this game to be. And they just went for it. They didn't play it safe. They just went all in. They're like, we're doing something wild and outlandish, and we're just going with it because we think this is beautiful, because this is just a work of art, and it absolutely truly is. And you know what? I can completely understand why Silksong could also take this, because we all know, you know, the fans loved Hollow Knight, and they've been waiting 8 long, hard years for this game to come out, and they finally got it. And I'm really truly happy that they did, because I have seen Silksong, and it does look amazing. It does look like they did a really good job with it, especially by 2 freaking developers. That's impressive. That is so impressive. And so, like, just putting myself in the fans' shoes, because I'll be honest, I never played Hollow Knight, and I never really had any interest in playing it. But putting myself in their shoes and waiting those 8 years and seeing their beloved game finally get the sequel they always wanted, and it being exactly what they wanted and more, it's amazing. It's amazing. Sorry. 2025 has truly been the year of indie developers. And it has shown what kind of amazing games you can get when you don't care about corporations, when you don't care about making your freaking money supporters happy. You know, you just want to make something for you, for the audiences, for gamers. And they just get it all right. They absolutely, from what I can tell, for like what Hollow Knight is supposed to be, for what it was meant to follow after Hollow Knight, it looks like they got everything right, and then some. So Clair Obscura better win this. I swear to fucking God, this is the only one where I will riot if Clair Obscura doesn't win this. But if Hollow Knight wins this, then good job, okay? Good job. You would also deserve it. Anyways, I need to calm the fuck down. This is so stupid. Chat, why am I like this? We're just talking about video games. Gosh darn it. This is just, This is I was I didn't think it was gonna be like this on stream. I knew it was gonna be a little emotional. I knew there was gonna be a little emotion, but like, goddamn, I'm really falling apart, aren't I? Anyways, there it is. These are my predictions for the Game Awards on December 11th. I'll be there, and I hope y'all will be too, because I had a lot of fun streaming the last year's Game Awards, and I'm very much looking forward to doing it again. Yeah, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Claire Obscura votes. Or predictions, rather. Yeah. So, come December 11th, chat, we'll see how correct I really am. We'll be doing the whole... I'll get my red marker out, my green marker out, and we'll be checking them off as they go. I'll even do like a picture-in-picture. That'll be really fun. What? Like I want to say I'll be at least 80% correct out of all these. But who knows? That could be really generous. But yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be a fun time. Anyways, that's basically what this stream was all about, and we did it. We made it through, chat. It only took 4 hours. Like I thought. I cannot, like, in hindsight, I cannot believe I thought I came into this thinking, oh, you know, we'll skim through this, we'll get through this in like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if I get, like, you know, off topic in my chattiness. But no, freaking 4 hours. Oh man, this is supposed to be a day off. It was a lot of fun though. I'm really glad I did this. Alright, let's get into closing, shall we? Meow. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect with my first, like, just chatting stream. Like, I've done just chatting, I think, once or twice before in the past, but never as like a whole ass stream. And like for this long, this is unheard of for...
It's time to drink water.
Oh my god, thank you. Yeah, I have not. Let's do that. I've kind of lost a bit of moisture inside me. The tears flowing. Anyways, this was a lot of fun. Thank you all for being here. I hope you all enjoyed. Super emotional chit chat with Kaji. Kitty cat. Tomorrow's stream is going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to be playing RV There Yet for the very first time. I'm going to be doing collab with Storm, Maddie, and Scrappy. Yes, definitely check them all out if you haven't. Would recommend. They're all really fun peeps that I've met through my time streaming. And we're all going to be playing that game for the very first time tomorrow, so that'll be a blast. I cannot wait. And then Saturday, Catterday. Guys, we got a Catterday coming back. Catterday is happening. It is finally happening. I can't remember how long it's been since our last Catterday, but it's coming back. We're finally going to be playing Little Kitty Big City, doing their big update where we can actually customize the cat and I can put myself in the game. Finally! Oh, it's going to be fun. So that'll be Saturday. And then next week, Yote, and I guess we'll see. Yeah, stay tuned for schedule. Easiest way to know when I'm going live, follow along with streams and stuff, as I got myself a little Discord there for anyone who... Whoop, did I spell that wrong? No, I spelled that right. Oh, there it is. Okay. Just took some time. Anyways, if y'all aren't in the Discord, definitely join. Chat about nerdy topics and stuff like that. But there's a role system you can know when I go live and put up my schedule and all that. Sorry, I'm ranting. Who can we raid on into? Let's look for raiding, because I always got a raid. Always got a raid. Thank you, Blue Jay. I hope you do too, buddy. Let's see. Yeah, I don't normally end off stream this early, so there might be some peeps I can raid that I don't normally get to raid. All right, let's send y'all over to a fellow kitty cat. I'm gonna send you over to Vincent. They're trying to do a speed run on Hollow Knight Silksong. We may or may not have, talked about that game just a little bit tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna send y'all over to my favorite white kitty cat, Vincent Kitty. Give them a follow if you'd like. They're very adorable. They've been playing through a lot of Silksong. They just recently beat it 100%. And they did a 5-hour speedrun in only 3 hours. And now they're attempting the 100% speedrun in, I think, under 30 hours is the time they gotta beat. So cheer them on. Oh, also, very important, gotta give out my shout outs and thank yous. Really appreciate the resubs from Luca and Neutral tonight. Thank you so much. And new sub from Kisagi-kun. Thank you really so much for the support. And the raider from Mayor tonight. Thank you very much for raiding me, Mayor. I really appreciate it, buddy. Hope you had a great time. And hope you all have a great rest of the night. So yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Camp is 3 streams in a row. Oh my goodness. I really got to rest up today. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope to see you all tomorrow. And if not, I hope you have a wonderful day. Good everything. Good noms. Good sleep. All that good stuff. And night night. Bye bye. Meow meow. Meow meow.